No, like I said, we're talking about being practitioners of nonviolence and pacifism and appreciating proper diplomacy. So let's continue this game where diplomacy is rarely an option when it comes to combat, and continue this game where we fight a bunch of bad guys and kill a bunch of bad guys, and that's the good shit. In violation of being violated, or somehow we were doing something that was just unkind. I don't know, some platforms like that where there's automated moderation stuff, sometimes the automation aspect of it means that things get hit in the crossfire when they shouldn't be. So just how it goes. Just how it goes. Doing a nice caffeinated beverage as it's a Saturday night, and we can get nice and turned. You feel a sense of holiness here, by the way. This is the liminal floor of the Shana Library. We have our kitty cat whose name is Shayna, so I want to pronounce it as the Shayna Library, but I'm assuming it's pronounced differently just with the two N's. 3 strata deep. I'm pretty sure strata refers to the layers, like 3 levels deep. So we've descended down thrice. And if it's liminal, I'm kind of curious, actually, if I go back up. Okay, it always says liminal floor, then. That's not special, then. I think about liminal spaces. Liminal floor, Shana Library. Got a bunch of these kudzus around us. The Amaspian folk, whomst I have murdered a bajillion times of. So we will continue to do what we're good at doing. In fact, hold on, can I coerce with them? Want to chat? They refuse to speak with me. Well, we tried. We tried to be a good boy. My Dirk of the espoused cook got their asses. The great thing about that name is that it is, in 2 instances, 1 letter away from being a penicular sounding phrase, which makes me happy. Liminal spaces. I think about the one time Gracie and I went to Florida back in April of this past year, and it was like Fort Myers and Sanibel, like that area. And the seed spitter is gonna keep spitting at me. But yeah, we went to Fort Myers and Sanibel, like that general area, just because that was one of Gracie's favorite places. Run capacitor back in the day, and she has lots of really nice, like, positive memories and nostalgia for being there back in the day. And one of the places was a really cool shell museum. Really cool shell museum. I think it was on Sanibel Island, actually, specifically. And it had previously gotten leveled pretty bad by the hurricane. There was that Hurricane Ian that came through, I want to say, in 2023. Maybe it was 2022. Yeah, maybe it's 2022. And it was rough. It was a really, really awful hurricane. It really hit Fort Myers and Sanibel really hard. And one of the places that got hit really bad was this seashell museum that they've built up way better. It looks great now. They've kind of used it as an opportunity to renovate, and it was like 90% rebuilt, but there was like a few rooms that were still in renovation. And one of the rooms I walked into, what I should have done, I should have taken a picture. It was a really cool kind of liminal space because it was a museum. Obviously it was a very large and very, like, I don't know, pristine and kind of mildly uncanny room where you can see stuff will eventually be here, but it was very empty but very well lit, and the walls were very clean and very clear, and lots of sunlight coming through the windows. It was like it felt like a vaporwave like a vaporwave album cover, bro. It's kind of cool. Anyway, we have another shrine to Reshef. We've seen many shrines to this person. A significant event. The event is in 99 BR. Appointed Rebecca, administrator of Garrison Precinct Dulitum. She tendered alms for the sick in his name. So now we learned more about Reshef. Offer a little prayer to him. That sounds nice. I'm kind of curious. Oh, my guy is thirsty, by the way. My boy do be thirsty. I'll take a little sippy of our waters. Grams of fresh water. Fresh water. Yeah, let's continue to sip from my water canteen. It's not owned by you. I promise it's fine. It's kind of annoying how it kicks you out of the menu after you consume something like that. What if I want to do multiple sippies? Quenched. I feel so quenched. But anyway, what I was also wondering is our journal about historic sites. Gossip and lore. Histories of... So we know enough about these people, yeah. So here's the one for Chef. We're kind of like piecing together various lores. And I'm assuming this is on a per run basis and not on a, like, over multiple runs kind of thing. Because yeah, if you when you inevitably die, inevitably, I don't expect that we have, you know, the wherewithal to like persist any of this knowledge. Although some of it, I guess, is procedurally generated. I'm guessing it's procedurally generated, but that's a name we've seen before. Imasp is a name we've seen before. Dashir, the first and the second. So that at least seems to be consistent across runs, but I could be wrong. Could be wrong. What's this? An empty glass bottle. I'll go ahead and get it for now. Kudzu up top. Nothing too scary. Another jilted lover. Now he is jilted and replaced by rubble, apparently. A kudzu, which of course those are stationary, so not exactly a tremendous threat, but they are annoying. Are annoying, no doubt. Oh, and this is not a bad guy, if I remember correctly. Oh, but he is a member of the Amaspian folk, and the Amaspians are not big fans of us. He is hostile. Okay, never mind. For some reason, I thought these guys were kind of chill. I thought they were chill. A Golgot? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm misremembering. Maybe this, I don't know, what, sprite? Maybe this sprite is like, has been reused for other things. Star Orchid robes. A votary of the Gyre and reveler in the metaphoric Newman. Nails, filth black, flash out from her sleeve. Gesture, but yeah, that sounds familiar. All this sounds familiar. Rank, acrid smells. She has a stinger. She has a physical stinger, so she's not like a human. A white. I mean, I'm white, but no, like a W-I-G-H-T. I thought whites in like in the context of like Dungeons and Dragons were undead. I thought like a white was like kind of like a subclass, not a subclass, but like shared some third or fourth cousins with like liches, basically, and like the lineage of what is an undead, what is this, what is that, a ghoul versus a zombie versus a lich versus a ghost versus a blah 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 blah. I thought whites and liches were somehow linked, but anyway. So no, this is probably something we fought before. It's an average fight, so we probably don't have much to worry about. Carbide hammer sounds kind of badass. Steel gauntlets also sounds badass. Some rank fangs. I'm not sure what rank means, but probably poisonous. Spirit, ghost, other supernatural being. Thank you, Duder Dad, confirming. So maybe all right. So less lichy, but more ghostly. There we go. And they're approaching most likely with intent to cause harm. They're sappy. Which is to say, they're a little weepy. They're a little sad. They just watched a chick flick. They just watched like a tearjerker movie, and they're feeling a little sad. That's why they're a little sappy. And also they're literally covered in sap. So, I'm pretty sure I'm safe to initiate combat. I have been poisoned. My first time with poison before, because they hit us with their stinger. The sappy Gyre White of the Algogot strikes Big Spanky with her stinger. You have been poisoned. And then I hit her with 3 damage. And then I hit her with a crit. Yes, I cleaved her armor. I'm not sure why. So yeah, I did damage for 2 damage. And then it says 26 in the... Oh, that's probably what we rolled. We probably rolled like the 26 to attack. Like the X. The X means she was cleaved. Means I've given her some bountiful cleavage. Bountiful cleavage, that's right. Get to Pokemon Center, right, yeah. You remember that shit, right, Dude or Dad? Every time you took like a step or two, the screen would do that, bop, bop, bop. The screen would kind of flash in the Viridian Forest, or was that what it was, Viridian Forest? It was one of the first forest areas. You would fight a Weedle. You'd fight a Weedle, they'd hit you with a poison stinger. Or a Beedrill, maybe. They'd fucking poison your ass. And you, every couple steps, and inevitably it would hit your main, obviously. And then your main would fucking die. Or you can get back to Pokemon Center. Unless you had an antidote or a potion with you. But that shit wouldn't wear off on its own. It's not like Burn. Burn would wear off on its own. Burn was nothing. Yeah, poison, that shit lasted until you cured it or until they got. And yeah, Whale remembers that shit being annoying, and you were right. You were right. I remember I had my childhood friend Andrew. He said the first time he got poisoned like that, he was like, damn, bro, I thought my guy was evolving and I was excited. He's the screen flashing. He was like, oh, hell yeah. My guy's about to evolve. Hell yeah. And then got the message, so-and-so is fainted. He was like, what? What? The fuck is that shit? So this is getting a little bit dire. They're poisoning us, and we're taking damage by the venom. Except we resisted the effects. Never mind. So that's good. We're still poisoned, but we're resisting the effects of the venom. But then they hit us with 6 damage with the stinger and 5 damage with a hammer. 11 damage in one go, and then another 2 damage from the poison. So at some point then, let's see how bad they're looking. They are injured. They are injured, but they're not like on death's door. Let's go a little bit further, because if we can, oh, never mind. I was gonna say if we can take them out. Wow, they went from injured to dead. It's because we did 10 damage. That's why. 10 damage in a single turn. That is exactly why. As I was gonna say, like, damn, bro, like that's all it took. Because I'm thinking, yeah, like as long as we're, you know, keeping at it, it'll be fine. Because the big damage dealer, of course, was the weapons. It's a 2-handed carbide hammer. Oh, and she dropped fangs? Oh, I mean, it said she had fangs. I just assumed that meant like, oh yeah, that's like a thing she has as an attack vector. I didn't realize it was like a thing that she had equipped. All right, so this poison thing is still an issue. How to deal with being poisoned. Doesn't regenerate hit points. Healing effects only are half as effective. Will become ill once the poison runs its course. So it'll eventually run its course. I think I have maybe means to deal with poison. So we have salve, which of course is great for healing. And then we have this thing which hulks you out. Good for kicking the shit out of things for a bit. Good for healing and regaining appendages. Hulk honey, same kind of shit there. Yeah, it's a melee weapon. That's crazy. Good to see you, Will. It's good to see you, Justin. Justin, by the way, you inspired me. That's right. I like your music. Yeah. No, I love Opeth. I've been a fan of Opeth for years. Ever since Heritage. When Heritage came out in like 20... Oh gosh. Actually, I think I picked up Heritage kind of late. But anyway, I first heard Heritage in like 2009? I think that's when I first heard Heritage, and I fucking loved it. So yeah, that was like my gateway drug to Opeth. Was it 2012? Okay, maybe you're right. Maybe it was later. I thought I first heard. Maybe I heard something else. I probably heard something else by Opeth in 2009. Because I remember they were touring with Dream Theater, and I was like, yo, this shit's fire. But anyway, yeah, big fan of Opeth. And yeah, we listened to some Encada Venenum earlier. Love that shit. Shopping for a mattress? That is no fun. That is no fun. I'm with you there. Here, my guy is poisoned. Can I just put bandages on my wounds to block the venom? Is that how it works? If I just jam a bandage into my veins, that block the poison, the venom from running to my veins? I think this would cure toxins, but I'm not sure if this is like a dire enough situation. I would only use something that cured poison if I had a lot of it. I'm not sure if like this is really necessary. I know these are a very rare find. Opeth, more like Dopeth. Got him. Says Whale. The Garrett's, that's a cool one. Yeah, I like that album. I'm more of a fan of Heritage. Like, Encada Venenum is not my least favorite Opeth album. I don't know if I have a least favorite, but I'm just not a big fan of their first several. Because I didn't really like the growly vocals. I'm not saying it's bad, it's just not my favorite, not my thing. So, Watershed and Orchid, you know, a bunch of those albums didn't really do it for me. And, but yeah, Encada Venenum, awesome. Pale Communion, incredible. Sorceress, oh my god, Sorceress, incredible album. But yeah, Heritage probably is the pinnacle for me, at least, so far. Although, that being said, I've yet to hear their newest one. I've yet to hear their newest album. I'm aware that their newest album has some growly vocals, but I still want to give it a chance. Quickness-based effects. Quickness-based? Oh, I'm based all right. When Opeth is said, we call them Mopeth. Some of their music some of their music is like a little bit mopey, a little bit saggy. Disease prevention. Not disease curing, disease prevention. Taste-based. Bring ING the growls. ING. I'm assuming what you mean is that, yeah, they bring some of it back. Yeah, which, like I said, is not a bad thing. Not maybe what I'm looking for personally, but I know. Oh, it looks like maybe we might have left a metal, an extra metal folding chair. Maybe I sold one. Maybe I sold an extra metal folding chair. Maybe that's why. Anyway, yeah. So I have nothing else that cures poison easily. I'm gonna see if we can wait it out, because it will eventually run its course. Health is dropped below 40%. If nothing else, we do have other heal options. 2 damage, 3 damage. All right. So yeah, sure enough, I am going to use a witch wood. Which wood? This wood. Eat. Salt, sated, and quenched. So now we're gonna heal. And I know they said healing is less effective, so we're gonna keep getting that message that we're like, the health dropped below 40% because we're kind of hovering around that amount. And I'm standing still. I think now, though, nothing else has happened. We all right? So I think now the poison has run its course. So I think now my guy is ill. Yeah, or so no, we're longer poisoned. We don't heal points naturally, though. External healing only half as effective. How's about this? I'm going to take a couple things that did over encumber us. So I'm gonna take a look at maybe dropping something else, but I'm gonna go back to the top floor and rest for a bit. The Red Rocks show? Yeah, I don't have that one yet. I don't have that live album, but yeah, I like their live albums. Or their live, I guess I don't have a lot of their live, I guess I don't have any other live albums, but I like the songs that they sometimes include as bonuses that are live performances. Got stale cookies, Whale? Oh, I'm sorry, man. That's no fun. What would be? Oh, maybe I shouldn't ask. I don't mean to ask this to like torture you, but what would be your preferred sweet tooth solution right now? Want some Steak and Shake? Yo, solid choice, Whale. Solid choice. I mean, Steak and Shake, obviously, like you know, some kind of milkshake is always a great choice. But that's a lot, though. That's, like, really heavy. So I wouldn't blame you if you were like, not so sure about that one. Slime-stained boarskin gloves. That's me, all right. So now let's put this guy on. This one has 1 armor and no dodge benefit. This one has more armor. It is quite a bit heavier. Quite a bit heavier. Let's go ahead and drop that stuff. Drop it like it's hot. And then I can go ahead and scrunkulify this guy. Go and disassemble that bad boy. And that leaves us at 294. So I should probably just drop some other heavier things, and I'm just lugging around. EL fudge cookies. I don't think I recognize EL as a brand, but I'm guessing it's like a regional thing. And we got Wonder Pip. What's up, Wonder Pip? It says, sup, dweebs. Dweebs. I mean, you know me too well. I mean, you're a first-time chatter, but you already know me pretty well, so you'll fit right in. Justin says they canceled a doctor's appointment that was pissing you off. What do you mean, like they were like rescheduling it on you or something like that? Like constantly, like giving you the runaround? Because I understand that can be annoying. It's an Ohio thing. Gotcha. Oh, that's a fair point too. Oh, is that? Hold on. Is it a grocery store thing? Like a grocery store, like frozen treat kind of thing? Because if it's what I think it is, I might know what you're referring to. I might know a thing or two about a thing or two. Oh, the Keebler elf. Oh, you're right. You're right. That kind of shit. I thought it was like the frozen stuff, but I see what you mean. Yeah, I haven't had those in years, but I fuck with what you're referring to. I fuck with that shit because I remember that shit. The Keebler elves. That's right. Physically come in? Well, I mean, of course, yeah, it is hard to do a physical without coming in person, but yeah, if you'd rather not, obviously that is your choice. But yeah, when it comes to physicals, them's are the breaks. This is the hammer that guy was using, by the way. It's a badass weapon for sure. Two-handed carbide. That's pretty impressive. Of course, our guy very much lives and breathes on multi-weapon fighting, so I probably shouldn't fuck with it. The fangs are fascinating to me. Where would that be equipped? Maybe on the face? Maybe? Instead of our night vision goggles, which are running low. We can always recharge, by the way. Slick with a film of bubbling death sludge. Strength bonus. It is considered a short blade. Reputation with the Gersh. It was a 5%. Wow, that was unlucky. That person hit me once with the fangs, and I got immediate poisoned. Just insta poisoned by that guy. So it was a very unlucky 5% chance. Oh, you've already had a bunch? Oh, okay, yeah, if you've already had a bunch of shit. But he says I'm still doing all right. Yeah, which is impressive. That is good. Some people are lucky. Some people are, can handle that kind of shit, and their bodies are fine. It's good to see you, Pip. No, we're doing well. We're doing well. This is my first, run that is like done something. You can probably tell I'm kind of a new person at this game, kind of a new player. And yeah, this particular fella, I'll go and show you what we're rocking here. This particular, did I de-equip something? No. This particular fella is our first character to get past level 2, basically. It's like my 3rd or 4th ever character. This is my 5th time streaming this game, I think. First couple characters died in like the first 2 combats. But no, we're doing all right. You might be scratching your head at some of my, my point allocations, if you've played this game a decent bit. But I've never made one of and you can correct me in the pronunciation. Syzygyrior. So I've never made one of those before, but I just kind of roll with it, and I'm really enjoying myself. And we've spec'd a little bit into axes, more into tinkering, more into cooking, a little bit into short blades, more some into multi-weapon fighting. Actually, I guess our guys started with multi-weapon fighting, so yeah, lots of cooking and gathering. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this game. Game is very good. Underappreciated. I'm with you, dude. You're dead. I'm with you. And WonderPip's got 3,200. You've been playing this game for a minute. WonderPip says, "Listen, bro, I can tell you a thing or two about a thing or two." That's awesome, man. That's incredible. I respect it. What I need to do though is clear some space in the old inventory, and really, it's gonna come down to what do I have that is like the least amount of potential value, or something to rid myself of. Because yeah, the heaviest thing we just picked up by far was that weapon, that really cool weapon. That being said, I got a bunch of extra glass bottles I probably don't need. These things are quite heavy, so I think we'll drop a few of these things. I don't think I need this many. Yeah, we have 2 engraved ones and 1 just empty one, so that's easy enough. A lot of empty water skins, which I like to think are still worth hanging on to for now. The torches, I think I can just drop the torches. I mean, they're a nice backup in case for some reason I don't have the ability to recharge a chem cell battery. But I think we should be okay in that regard. I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. So I'm going to go and drop the torches. I think we're probably fine. Drop all 3 of them. I think we're probably okay. Glass bottle. They are. 5 pounds seems like a lot. And I recognize the benefit in having some glass bottles. If you want to carry something like acid. Something that is not safe for a water skin. So there is at least that. But yeah, that definitely cleared us, so we're in good shape. And yeah, I'm kind of curious. The rank fangs. I know WonderPip says they're pretty cool. Let's do one of these. So if I were to equip them, it would replace the night vision goggles. So it occupies the face right now. So I very much should keep the goggles on for obvious reasons. But that is good to know that it is a face weapon. If I had to guess, WonderPip, is it one of those things where if I have the face as a weapon, and then I attack with these 2 weapons. Well, and I do a standard melee attack, it will include that as a 3rd weapon. I'm assuming that's how that's gonna work. It's gonna be 3 attacks. And check this shit out. Check this shit out, right? Yo, check it. So short blade, I went with jab. So if you make an offhand attack with a short blade, you immediately make another attack with that same weapon. So check it. Yo, check that shit. So we got that offhand, we got that dagger. Dirk of the espoused cook on coming in hot. So that means if we roll correctly, we could get 5 attacks in a single turn rather, with this thing. Jab goes stupid hard. I'm all about it. I'm all about that stupid. But again, that's only if we're in a well-lit situation. Otherwise, if we're in a dungeon, which we so frequently are, we got them goggles. Got them goggles on lock, baby. Yeah, 5 pounds for a glass bottle, a little bit silly. Thermoelectric cells can store acid. That would be kind of cool. Yeah, right now we have chem cells. I'm guessing thermoelectric is a kind we haven't found yet. Yeah, I've got, I don't know if you can see right now. I've got 23.8 total hours playtime in case of CUD. So I'm a little bit behind you, Wonder Pep. I'm only at 3,160 hours. 75 hours behind you. Only a little bit, but I'm catching up to you, bro. I'm catching up to you. You got a slugman with 5 heads and 4 faces. I do appreciate that one of your heads does not have a face. That's kind of sick. Wanted a second head. Valid. Valid. But anyway, yeah. So what I'm going to go ahead and have us do, I'm going to kind of limp back. I kind of got my ass kicked there. I mean, we won the fight, obviously, but we kind of got our butts kicked. I'm going to go back upstairs and just do one of these. Boop. Just rest until we no longer feel ill, and then we're gonna jump right back into it. Because yeah, that was, you probably actually recognize where we are, Wonder Pip, and you might recognize what just happened, where we won a fairly tough fight against a, oh, it was a human corpse. It was a white. It was a white of a Golgot, and they fucking hit us with that poison, and they were wielding a big stupid hammer. That was pretty fucking brutal. This 2-handed carbide hammer. It was kind of shitting in my mouth a little bit, in a surprisingly non-pleasurable way. Can you believe that shit? So yeah, that was a little bit unpleasant. And we did win, but it came to great personal and sexual cost. We got that shit. We got that shit. So this is sugary salt. I think we actually have a thing that is collecting sugary salt. Am I? It said glass bottle. Yeah. Yeah, why are these in separate containers? That's silly. No. We pour that shit into another container. Sugary salt. There we go. Nope. Yes. And then what I should really what I ought to do is just auto collect. Unsealed containers with pure liquids. I guess sugary salt implies like it's like tampered in some way. So I guess I could kind of see why that is. And I guess the idea is that a water skin is not a sealable. Well, that's weird because these water skin. Oh, right, but they're not pure. That's the difference. That's the difference. Okay, so we pour to another container. That one, no, and yes. Might as well just combine them. No reason to have them in like separate containers. That's silly. It's silly. Yeah. Yeah, the guy right, exactly. And we just saw it's a 5% chance to poison, and it was the very first attack. It was the very first attack, and I said, motherfuck. I said, you motherfucker. Okay, so I can't scroll up that far, but yeah, it was the very first attack, and I was some straight up bullshit. Straight up bullshit. Level 28 for your guy, that's badass. Rank things in a bunch of, man, it sounds like a really good weapon then. If you're a level 28 character, that weapon is still very good. Also, Zabatsu, good to see you, buddy. Any fight you can walk away from. Yeah, it seems like, generally speaking, so long as you can outspeed them. As long as you can outspeed them, it seems like, generally speaking, you can get away from most things. And of course, the sprint option is more often than not available, which is really helpful. So yeah, I've you know, without any shame, what do we call it? Not running away, we call it tactically repositioning. The virtues of tactical repositioning. But usually it was to heal, so we could then come back and fight again. And obviously, if you get poisoned, you can run away, but you have to deal with the whole poison situation. Yeah, Gory, what's up, Gory? Sugar and salt are 2 different things? I mean, I use them interchangeably when I'm cooking. My cooking guests don't appreciate that joke, but I think it's hilarious. A null worm. We've seen these guys before. He is sprinting right now, which means he is less likely. Well, never mind. He fucking cracked my gauntlets. I was gonna say he's less likely to do good shit. Except he fucking insta-crits me for 9 damage and cracks my gauntlets. What a fucking meanie. And we have, of course, fought these guys plenty of times in the past. So I probably don't have to worry. Crab crushing beak. I think I just critted him back. He's badly wounded. He's getting... Yeah, I cleaved his ass. I'm really good at cleavage. What can I say? What can I say? 5% on top of the 15% base offhand. Oh, for like a crit, that is? I guess I don't know about that. Yeah, I'm assuming that when with that poison, I'm assuming with that poison for the rank fangs. Yeah, it's 5% on hit as opposed to on crit. Because yeah, he didn't cause bleed, thankfully, but it was lame. It was lame sauce. Unless you mean 50% chance to hit when it's an offhand weapon. I'm assuming that's what you mean, Pep. Because I guess I've never looked to see what the general chance for an offhand, well, offhand attack chance 50% here. Yeah, maybe it would say if I put that on. Actually, hold on. I put that there. Yeah, it still says 50% attack chance. And I'm assuming that means chance to hit, not chance to attack. Anywho. But I'm still learning. Still learning. I got much to learn. Yo, by the way, 69 wooden arrows? Hell yeah. Like how that guy got a really lucky crit on my ass, but then we gave him the goods. Gave him the goods afterwards. The table's got a nugget. I'll take it. I'll take the nugget. Oh, I guess I did not take the nugget. There we go. Nugget has been acquired. And probably nothing in the basket. I always like to look, though. Just to be safe. Make sure we're not missing anything. Anything cool. And, of course, we've seen these things before. This little lamp. These sconces. Nothing to glean from them. Except for the light that they're providing. Which gleans. Presumably. Presumably it's gleaning. Grabbed. Not anymore. Two health. Or two health. 2 experience, by the way. 2 experience for killing one of those guys. Is it worth it? Arguably not. Do I still do it? Yes. Yes, I do. Also a chair. Of course I will take another metal folding chair. Of course. I was gonna say no to a metal folding chair. For free. Some eagle-eyed viewers might note that I'm... oh, fresh water. 61 drams? Wait, not 61 more drams. We mean a total of 61 drams. Oh my god, they meant 60... Jesus fucking Christ. That was a puddle! Now, granted, it was fresh water. You don't really see freshwater puddles like that very often. That's not a puddle, that's a fucking freshwater lake right there. Good lord. Well, I'm a little bit over encumbered right now. So, damn. Unexpected. Well, I hate to say it, but I'm beginning to think that maybe this carbide hammer might not be worth its salt. A dram. I assume a dram is a gram, basically. But we got 61 drams. Which, no matter how you slice it, it seems like a lot, honestly. It gave us basically like 16 pounds of water. It is redonk. It is redonk. It's about to... Oh, there we go. It's a water skin cap full. Okay. Yeah, like it's like a sip, right? It's like a sip's worth. Sounds like Zebatu knows the exact amount, which is really impressive, actually. Oh, but it's a real term. Oh, I didn't realize like drams were like a real measurement. Just trade stuff. That honestly, Wonder Pip. I'm sorry, that was Justin. Honestly, Justin, that is something I would like to do. The problem though is that there's no one to trade with in the immediate future, in the immediate vicinity. Now, granted, I could just recoil back. I could just use the power cell to just teleport back, but I wouldn't be able to like immediately come back here as well. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna consider what are things that like have the greatest sell value, or rather the worst sell value per heaviness. And I think it's gonna be this guy. I think this thing is too heavy to be worth selling. Or I mean, the leather armor, the fact that it's woolly is nice. The fact that it's woolly is nice. Or a controversial opinion, maybe I should abandon the chainmail. Maybe I should abandon the chainmail because it's 35 pounds. Look at that shit. 35 pounds. It provides 1 additional armor, which is great. But, you know, if I switch to the woolly leather armor, you only lose 1 armor, and it's 20 pounds lighter. Maybe that's the play here. It's a shame because I spent a lot of money to get that chain armor. Or that chainmail, rather. But maybe... Yeah, maybe that's the way. Sell the mines. You're probably not wrong, honestly. I should probably sell the mines at some point. Or disassemble them so I can get their bits. Because you probably see what happened. Yeah, I disabled them so I could... Or disarm them so I could pick them up. I know from experience and also from what Karma was telling us. Karma was saying that armor generally does not sell as well in this game compared to weapons. Weapons sell decently okay. Armor usually not so much. Armor usually is like very heavy and it's not worth it. The Nullworm Skull is nice for the ego boost. This mask, we started with it and I feel like I should probably hang on to it. But yeah, if nothing else, just hanging on to this woolly leather armor and also this chainmail, maybe it's just time to switch these out and just drop the chainmail. It's a shame because it's probably not you know, useless or not valueless, and we could always come back to pick it back up. In fact, let's do this. Don't do that. Let's do this. Let's crack this open. Get a weird artifact. Let's get some stuff out of this. Star apple. Another short bow. I'm probably gonna avoid the short bow. That's not gonna sell for much, obviously. But let's pick this guy up and put this in the chest. And if nothing else, we could always put it back. Or we could always retrieve it, that is. So let's store an item. And... oh, probably up here. You can always come back for it. Oh, there we go. 1. There we go. Let's do that. Assassin's Creed. Yeah, because it got delayed, right? It wasn't... I wasn't surprised when it got delayed. But yeah, I know what you mean, though. DVs, yeah, that's the dodge rating, right? Yeah, it was encouraged that I lean more into armor for this particular build, for this particular guy, instead of dodge. Because like our guy, I mean, granted, our guy has like decent agility. Our dude's not, you know, our guy's like pretty good and agile, but yeah, like just generally with the melee centric build, going for armor is like the way to go, honestly. When I see DV, why did my brain say domestic violence? Will over here like, what does this say about me? And then the Wonder Pip says, because your brain is delightful. Brackish water. Yeah, we avoid the brackish water. Now the nice thing, of course, is, you know, since we've abandoned the chainmail, suddenly we have a way more carrying capacity. Well, not way more, but some more carrying capacity. So if nothing else, we could retrieve some of the things that we left along the way. Oh, my battery ran out, by the way. That's okay. We have another one, actually. Or I could just charge the battery we have right now. Or I could just take this one out. So let's... well, I say that. Maybe having one of these ready to go at a moment's notice is not the worst idea ever. Nah, maybe it's probably not worth it. Let's just replace the cell. Place the cell and then pop it into this guy. Pop that used one in there. There we go. I can see. Your first ever mid-game build, you were a dodge tank. There was a spark tick. Oh, right. 4 turns. Yeah. I don't think I've seen a spark tick before. I have seen, what are they called? Electrofuges. The little spark spider fellas. Where, yeah, they have like... now, granted, with those guys, it's not quite as scary because it takes them a while to recharge. That's 3 pounds. It's probably not going to sell for much. I'll take one of the glass bottles for now. Take one of the glass bottles for now. I'm not going to bother with the cloth robe. I'm going to explore the rest of the floor, by the way, before we venture down to the next floor, because we found the next floor, but I want to fully commit to it. Also, I can squeak by this way and squeak by this way, and there's nothing here. I got excited. But yeah, those electrofuges, we fought them once before. The first time I ever found one, my character then died. Although my character then was not particularly strong or otherwise interesting character. Nothing else there. Was not a particularly strong or interesting character, so it wasn't surprising that they died. But yeah, it's like I stumbled upon one by accident, and it fucking hit me once for like 14 damage and just fucking liquefied one of my guys. It was embarrassing. And since then I've seen what they're capable of. So yeah, I've seen those guys, but I've never seen the tick fellas, because that's the thing, they hit you once, or they swing once rather, and then they, from what I understand, it takes them a while to recharge. So yeah, it was like if you survive that one hit, and you're probably okay. At least that's what we've seen, at least. But yeah, if it's a tick, they hit for every attack, right? So this is the cat. Yeah, you were the Syzygyrior. Syzygyrior. Because that's what I'm playing right now. Boop, there we go. Yeah, this guy, Truekin Syzygyrior. So that's the cast. So, and that's the thing, yeah, I built very much into agility because my original assumption was that my guy was going to be a range guy. Yeah. How to say it or spell it. I've been advised on how to pronounce it a few times, and I think it's Syzygyrior, I think. Anyway, you know what I'm referring to, though. Look at my dodge, how it's like red and sad. I'm assuming it's because we have things to raise it, but also things that lower it, like the equipment we're wearing. Yeah, good range or dodge tank. But I'm not playing him as a dodge at all. I'm playing him as a more armored tank. I mean, I don't know if I would say tank, but more armored. With some base dodge, which does help. Deep pool of salty water. Nothing else there. We're nearing the point where there's not much else to explore on this floor. I will then proceed. Then, oh, scary. Boo, 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 boo. The kudzos are still there. Now, granted, we do have, you know, we have some ranged abilities. We have a decent masterwork short bow, not the most amazingest, but not the worstest. We have a revolver, I believe, a revolver and a revolver. So we got that going for us too. Descend even further into madness. We fought that one white earlier, which was kind of scary. I'm sure there's going to be more where that came from. A sconce that is rusted. I could repair it, but there's hostile creatures nearby. Oh, but speaking of, like, doing shit. Here, let's go back up. Because... Here, I'm going to take a contemplative sit on my chair. And I'm going to examine... I forgot about this. We found an artifact. And I want to see what it is. 12 pounds. It better be cool. Sniper rifle. Excuse the dick out of my shit-encrusted butthole. What the hell? Sniper rifle. Well, damn. Suddenly this dingy-ass revolver ain't nothing but a thing. Very high accuracy. Wow. Wow, wow, wee wow. Amazing. It needs something, because it says empty. Oh, maybe it's just because it needs... Right, I guess they all say that. So it doesn't need anything. That's amazing. I didn't know the sniper rifles were in this game. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, very high accuracy. Probably has, like, pretty good range, I'm guessing. Probably is, like, slow to fire, but... And no crit benefit, necessarily. Like, no extra crit benefit. That's very helpful. And then Will says, here we go, here we go. Speaking of, in the undead monster sense, whites. How's that for a white thing? Yeah. For the Redemption Whale, we got our bomber friend resolved and refreshed. 12 pounds, man. And I feel like a dingus. I never really use these damn things. So let's go and load it up now. Go and load it up now so we got this bad boy ready. This guy's ready to throw down in a moment's notice. We got our gat. We're fucking strapped, baby. I'm guessing the 11 means... So what does that 11 mean? I'm guessing it's like maybe the range. It's range, like the number of squares in which it can reach. Awesome. A sniper rifle. That's fucking sick. Oh, let's take our chair with us. That was our thinking chair, our examination chair. What's up, Elk House? So good to see you, buddy. There are hostels nearby, but these are not exactly scary hostels. And then we have a fancy fella. This is a legendary seed spitter. Rato Sprig. Legendary seed spitting vine and leader of the Amaspian folk. So if we fuck this guy up, the Amaspians are going to hate us even more. It's a penetration value. That makes a lot of sense. That this would penetrate really good. That makes a lot of sense. Loved by the Amaspian folk. The Urguva villagers hate this motherfucker. Because it worships the highly entropic being. Also, Namor hates this fucking guy for disproving a famous theorem. Yo, do you ever fucking start beef with a sentient piranha plant? Seed-spitting piranha plant? Because it one time disproved a famous mathematical theorem and you took that personally? All the fucking time. Their leaves vibrate to low-volume crunches as they compact seed matter for spitting. They have a strange plant. If this guy worships highly entropic beings, I fuck with them as well. No, I think they... Wait, is it because they worship highly? I guess, oh, you're right. You're right. This thing worships a highly entropic being. I wonder what that highly entropic being is. All I know is I'm bleeding, which is rude. Fucking rude, bro. It says it's an average fight. You pass by a bloody door. I stop bleeding. And he attempts to shoot at me. So I spank his penis. And he's dead. Wow, that was fast. That was quick. 3 taps. 3 tippy taps. And suddenly a lot of plant things dislike me more, and a lot of people like me a lot. And I gained 10 experience from that fight. Can you believe that shit? Literally legendary, one-of-a-kind monster, but we're so, like, over-leveled for the fight, we get 10 experience, because we are well past what we should be able to handle for that fight. Didn't have much health. Let it be known that the white that we fought earlier was way harder and way more threatening than that guy. He dropped nothing, but there was a chest nearby. And it has a shining sphere of the library. And also a cybernetics credit wedge. I got an achievement for recovering a relic from a historic site. Credit wedge of 2 cents. Never seen this before. Never seen either of these things before. You're overburdened. That's fine. That is fine. My first ever relic. That's correct. That's correct. Which is exciting. So, let's take a look at what we found. Yeah, thank you for the congrats, Wonderpip. My first ever legendary historic site acquisition, which is exciting. This thing, Shining Sphere. What is this? Chipped off chunk of spindle. Magnetized by the fall to Earth, orbits its chosen warden. It probably floats, doesn't it? Fanciful depictions of telescopes. Light manipulation, level 1. So if I equip, I have laze and ambient light. Oh, that's so cool! That's sick. And then this thing. Tiny wedge of plastic. Has 2 cents on it. A literal glow sphere. Maybe that means I no longer need night vision? Could this open up my face for fangs? To be a spooky vampire fella? So I'm guessing you would use this to, I guess, purchase cybernetics, perhaps? The Sultans of Cud? It might be. It might be. There's mention of... Well, actually, I guess there was not mention. I thought there was maybe mention of, like, a particular person. Also, when I hear the word Sultans of, I think of Sultans of Swing. That song by Dire Straits, which I like. Not all relics glow. Yeah, I wouldn't expect all of them to, but this one does. Will it give you enough light? Only one way to find out. Only one way to find out. So let me de-equip this guy. Dude, actually, hold on. What'd that say? Treat these as scrap. Oh, never treat it as scrap. You kidding me? You kidding me? Boop. So, I mean, yeah. Looks like we're good. Unless something else is giving off light. I think it's this guy. I take this off. Yeah. That is exactly... That's super cool. That is super cool. And then, what are some of the abilities I got? Ambient light, it's toggled on. Okay. And it doesn't seem like I have to do anything else for it. It's not like I have to say, like... I have to, like, recharge a battery for it. It's just there. Cool as hell, man. Focus ambient light into a laser beam. Yo, that's dope. It's a D3 of damage, but penetration of 8 is not bad. That's not bad. So you have you do have like an energy weapon now. D3 of damage. Penetration 8, not shabby. Not sure what the range is, but probably similar to other ranged attacks. So the glow comes from my body. That's super cool, man. Yeah. That's awesome. Like it. Flashpoint or flashlight and also point defense weapon. Good shit, man. Good shit. I mean, that alone is worth the price of admission. That's fantastic. Anything cool in the trash? Looking for that garbage. I got people to pick up your garbage. I think I have to do this manually, don't I? This is like enlightened. Oh, campfire remains. No, I don't do that. I want to look at, here, there was a way we looked this up last time. Was it... How do you look at the other thing underneath that layer? There's like a way, there's a way to like say, oh, there's multiple things. Oh, I guess you can do this. Let's do it that way. Rifle. Do it that way. Train. Oh, I gotta get closer. There we go. Nothing. Those guys already dislike me, and now they hate me even more. I'm just giving them more reason to do so. Out of curiosity, what would it take to repair? Since there's hostile things. I'm assuming it would take bits to repair. Which I don't really feel inclined to spend, but I'm curious to see what it would take. Like nothing. 10 damage, goddamn. Where's a roll like that when I'm like fighting something that matters? Where's a roll like that when I really need something to proc? Versus like, oh, I'm just fighting something that I really don't give a shit about. Then it's not much of an issue. So once again, I am looking for something to lose, something to go off with. Probably one of those glass bottles I was saying earlier that was very much an extra acquisition, extra and unnecessary. Whereas the bits are nifty, and of course I can compress those down just as well. I can disassemble them just as well, and I will do exactly that. Also, I probably don't need 2 metal folding chairs. Probably don't need them. I am blind. Here they are. I'm surprised that lenses are that much. Are that heavy. It's like 4 pounds. That's 2 pounds for each one. Must be very, very large lenses. And this is that a blooded? Oh, it's a rusted folding chair. Not bloody, but rusted. Probably not worth repairing, honestly. A steel arrow. That's cool. Burnt capacitor. That's also cool. So I think what I'll instead do, just disassemble it. Some tinkering bits. And I can't squeeze through there. Rip. Let's go ahead and slap this guy down. And just to be clear, am I hitting him with all 3 things? It's not automatically swinging with this guy. But maybe it's like, maybe it doesn't always attack. Since I have a weapon on my face, offhand attack chance. Yeah, I'm assuming there's nothing else I have to do to make sure that I am including this with my full round attack. Because I do see that, yeah, I'm attacking with my axe and with my offhand dagger. And Alias, yo, that's so fun, buddy. That's awesome, because I was playing games last night and I saw your name pop up. Alias Bot is playing Caves of Cud, and I was like, my man, playing some Caves of Cud, because I'm loving the shit out of this game. I love this game. This is my like 6th time streaming it. I've got lots more in my future. Is this hardcore mode? You know it. You know it. Or the standard mode, I guess. Because yeah, I do recognize there is like the role-playing mode. There's like an exploration mode. There's a number of ways to play the game, and I'm not gonna like gatekeep and be like, it's the only way to play, but I am enjoying the game a lot. Now, granted, I did have to have a number of failed runs that failed quickly before I found this build, which has been my first one that actually has some juice to it. But I'm having a good time. Another rusted metal floating chair. I will just go ahead and disassemble it. Yeah, I think I saw that you were playing this game, and I think I saw on Steam you had some achievements, which I'm assuming you probably have a run that's going pretty well too. Whereas it took me like 4 runs to land on a build that I felt good about. Now, granted, a lot of my selections for character building were randomized before I kind of found something that I felt good about. And even then, if you've played the game a decent bit, even then you might like scratch your head at some of my attribute choices, given that we are a Truekin Syzygyrior. Better handle on it so far. Fire Chaos Mage died on a tech fella. Yeah, I think this is a tech fella. The Truekins are tech guys. Now, granted, and if you've streamed it, Alias, or if you've had like YouTube videos you've made of it, you've probably had people pop in and offer some, you know, suggestions and some tidbits of info. Krath has played this game hundreds of hours, so I know Krath is one other person who can very much advise. But yeah, the only reason I've like gotten some familiarities because other people have helped me out, which has been very helpful. Because you've probably realized the same thing I have. This game has quite a bit of depth for sure. Quite a bit of depth, but it's not like impossible. It's not nearly as intimidating as Dwarf Fortress. Not nearly as intimidating as Cataclysm. Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead, which is probably like the closest parallel that I have is Cataclysm, because I never played Dwarf Fortress back in the day. I mean, I've watched people play it, and I know there's the adventurer mode as opposed to the standard Dwarf Fortress mode, so to speak. But yeah, the adventure mode is kind of similar in that sense. That game's intimidating. This game, you know, the systems are complex, but playing it is, I think, a lot easier than I was expecting. Cataclysm, so much of the struggle with that game is the control scheme is just so fucking archaic. It's for somebody like me, who is very much not a command prompt user. I am a Windows graphical user interface child, so of course I'm spoiled in that sense. Cataclysm is like many steps back for me. It's just a little bit, it's a bit too much for me personally. And after like 8 hours in that game, I still felt like I just didn't quite grasp what I was doing. In this game, after like an hour or two, you go, okay, yeah, I know like at least how to control things and how to like move my guy and how to attack. Just the basic stuff was not hard to figure out, which is very helpful. And also, Pip knows Krath, which is delightful. That's really fun that you know Krath, because he's awesome. And in fact, Alias and I are going to be gaming with Krath, potentially tomorrow. I think, I know I posted to the group chat that I should be available tomorrow in the evening. Well, for you guys, afternoon. For me, evening. So yeah, we're going to be gaming with Krath and Alias tomorrow, most likely. 3 arms. Want to get a second head? Yeah, because Pip has a character that has, what, 6 heads? And 6 of those heads have 5. Of the 6 heads, 5 of them have faces. So yeah, Pip has been playing the game a whole bunch. Wolverine, but with extra limbs. Learning blind, though, Alias, which is a valid way to do it. A valid way to do it. I mean, of course, there are wikis for learning certain significant not even features, but what certain keywords mean. And I know some people like to go in wiki blind, which is to say not consulting the wiki, not consulting help. I'm somewhere in the middle. You know, I usually tend to like stick somewhere in the middle as far as like no help versus all help. I try to be like somewhere in the some help variety. Yeah, streams with Krath. There you go. Do a challenge runs of Dins. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's totally fine. Yeah. If you're feeling a little bit winded, then yeah, we can definitely do like a shorter thing, some kind of challenge run. Definitely down to just switch it up a little bit, or we could play something else. Yeah, I'm not at all picky. Cudwiki is pretty spoiler. Yeah, I've never ventured into it. I'm too afraid. I'm too afraid to venture into it. Should I attempt to say this guy out loud? Artaxerduct. Market precinct of Kapur. Artaxerduct stumbled upon a clan of newly sentient beings performing a secret ritual. Because of his reputation for murdering somebody by trapping him in a block of ice, they furiously rebuked him and declared him a villain to their kind. Alright, that's how that goes. Very good. And sure, I'll offer a prayer to the shrine. Whether or not it does the damn thing, it's hard to say. But there you go. Top 100 worldwide, full blinded Nova Drift. That's impressive. Top 100. That's awesome. I do like Nova Drift. That's a very fun game. I've only streamed it that one time. Only played it that one time, but very much enjoyed it. Would be down to play more of it. That's awesome. You got to the top 100 though. That's sick. There was stuff that I couldn't quite reach. I bet there's another way around. But there was another way around. Oh, gosh, this is... But I want to get good, though. I want to get good. A noble goal, to be honest. Might have to, like, break down these fences to get across because we're kind of reaching a bit of a dead end here. Unless there's something in that corner, but I'm not going to hold out hope. If I just... Oh. It's scary. It's scary knowing that there's bad guys. Like, oh, God, it's so scary. And nothing else there. So we got to break down these fences to get to these fools. Primordialis. No, I saw the YouTube video upload a little bit earlier. Yeah, I know Bizarre. I know you said Bizarre was like your game of the year, which is awesome. I'm really glad that that game has like been such a hit for you. Let's see how scrunchy is this? It's a wrought iron fence, so it's probably not that impossible. There we go. It's a little bit of damage. That's a couple hits. Do I have to hold the button? Lightly damaged. I'll hold it. There we go. And here's the annoying thing too. They can probably just like seed my ass. But I can do this. I can do the diagonal movements. There we go. So suddenly it's not so bad. And then check the trash. Fractured microchip. Delicious. Just like Grandma used to make. I chopped a guy in half and he just stared me down with his extra heads. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I would also just kind of leave. AC got me there. I'd be like, yeah, I've had my fill. Like I'm good. I'm Gucci. Let's go ahead and disassemble some of these puppies. Wood chipper them down to their basic elements. I'm holding off on disassembling this one, just because it's like a higher order. It's a piece of scrap, so I'm assuming it might be worth hanging on to. For me to like level up my disassembly abilities later on, maybe. Have you only done physical builds? I've none of my attempts at a mutated character that had like spell casting and special abilities. None of my attempts at those characters have gone very far. So I've attempted them technically, but yeah, they didn't make it very far. Also, do you like how it looks like my crotch is on fire? Just mild panicular fire situations. Centipede, one hit on the giant centipede. Very nice. Rock paper scissors. Rock paper scissors is up there as well for Alias for sure. Yeah, the rock paper scissors metagame strats. The Rochambeau metagame strats for Alias were pretty big. Look at this fella. This is a hive. Giant centipede nest. New fucking nightmare fuel unlocked. Wonderful. Espers. I've heard espers are great. How do you multi-attack? I didn't know this either. Somebody had to look it up for me. So, it is like really if you're facing down a single opponent, like assume this, let's just assume this wall was a bad guy, you can just hold. And in this case, like you can see there's like a bunch of attempts of me like running into the wall. So, but if this was a bad guy, each of those ticks would be an attack. But if you're doing a situation like this, if you're like, oh shit, I need to, like right here when I was breaking down this fence. And yeah, if I'm like, well, I want to attack, but this will take forever because this thing has a lot of hit points and doing the menu thing is annoying. If you have to break down a wall, you can hold control and then the direction. And you'll just do that. Or just hold down the arrow. Oh, did I explode? Oh, the centipede is here. Oh no. I was worried like, oh god, did I like... Oh, he's kind of fucking me up. I was like, oh god, did I like bang my face against the fence like a dumbass? Now, surely I don't have to worry about this guy. We fought so many other giant centipedes. Or maybe this one, for some reason, is special. Why am I doing so badly against this one, right? One shot the other ones earlier. He hits me for 1. Oh, it's just because I keep missing. Is it because I'm winded from... I'm just bloody. I can probably just kill him. So I push it to the limit. 2 damage. He's dead. All right, well, time to limp over here. I'm over here just fucking wailing on the fence, and that guy's just chewing on my ass. I'll just go up here and just boop, heal up. So now we're good. My guy is hungry and parched though, so I'm gonna take a little breather so I can cook myself a nice little something, and also drink some water because my guy is thirsty. I'll drink from this guy. So we'll do a drinky. Now you're just thirsty, and then another one, and now you're quenched. And then I will make a camp. You want to go to those? Yeah, sure. Let's do those instead. So let's light the campfire and then make ourselves a nice little meal. Hey, at least please don't die here. That would have been hilarious, honestly. Star apple jam, some raw worm meat. Oh, you can get worm meat. I never even realized. I never realized that worms, like the centipedes, can give you, or not the centipedes, probably the null worms. I didn't realize the null worms could get you some meats. That's kind of fun. In that case, I'm gonna choose ingredients to cook with, and let's see. Can I look at their? All right, so here I can't look at what they do. I want to look. There was a couple things that caught my eye earlier. You can cook with cider, maybe. Quickness-based effects. I kind of want to try that. And then, of the other things, they can sometimes tell you, gives you a quickness-based effect, or a more HP-based effect, or sometimes it's for taste, which is fine too. Yeah, worm jerky. HP-based. We are pretty based, aren't we? Yeah, a lot of these are HP-based, because it's meats. Regeneration and healing-based. Water and thirst-based. So, I will choose ingredients. We'll use some cider. And, yeah, worm jerky. Cider and worm jerky. Just like Grandma used to make. A dram of cider, some worm jerky, and a single berry. And we are fast for the day. And we made a mouth-watering dish because we're inspired. So better quickness and better max experience. Because we had the cooking inspiration, we get to name the dish. We call it Big Spanky's Baked Spice and Baked Meats. Dude, the name Big Spanky goes so exceptionally hard. New recipe created. Big Spanky's Baked Spice and Baked Meat. Can I offer that recipe to others as like a means of diplomacy and cultural trade? Cultural exchange, if you will. Plus 4 to quickness for the day and 12% max HP. We fucking take those, baby. 5, look at that. Look at that. Big Spanky living it large, baby. Doing it big. Doing it big the Big Spanky way. The way that only Big Spanky knows how to do. The Big Spanky way. Something we take very seriously here. Get that glass bottle back. Yes, it's not owned by me. It's probably fine. That's right. Girl dinner defined. That's right. That's right. Oh, and the hydrate from Whale. It says, speaking of your guy being thirsty, Alex. Look a little thirsty yourself, Alex. There we go. Shoutouts to Arctic who redeemed the hot dog water label for my water bottle. It's missing a chocolate starfish, though, for the real Limp Bizkit experience. Suspect we're probably nearly done exploring this particular region. And I don't think we've seen another floor down, so this might be the last floor here. Bloodstained wrought iron fence. Arc sconce doused in blood. Probably my own blood, because that one giant centipede kind of fucked my shit up a little bit there. And they're back! I guess you could just keep farming if you really wanted to, but it's not a particularly interesting fight. They don't give you a ton of experience. Probably not really worth your while. Yeah, there's the whoops, wrong button. Oh, they fucking double critted me, didn't they? Well, maybe not double crit, but I definitely got some kind of crit. Probably down to 39. They hit me with 8 just now, didn't they? I might have to... No, I hit them with 8. Okay, that's not so bad. I might need to get the fuck out of dodge. Because... for one thing, I am bleeding, which is... Well, not no longer. I've stopped bleeding. I definitely want to take this thing out, but... 20. That was 25 damage in just a few turns. So even though we've dealt with these giant centipedes plenty of times, they're still dangerous enough as it is. Nest skin, swelling and contracting as if it was breathing. Darkling cavities glint with larvae burning to be born. Let's not give them the chance if we can help it. It has been deleted from existence. And there's a bloody treasure chest. Again, it's probably my own blood. No, it's not bloody. No, it's rusted. We still open it even though it's rusted. We can get an odd trinket. And a buckler. I mean, I'll get it for now. Except it does overburden us. Is it worth it? It probably isn't. For one thing, we're a multi-weapon fighting kind of guy. So that would kind of go against how we're supposed to be doing this. So I'm not going to fuck with that shit. I'm going to go and drop it. But the trinket, though, is curious to me. And it is probably up here. Here we go. Odd trinket. Here, let's sit down for this one. And also, you can't. Yeah. So the centipede corpse, you don't get centipede meat, but the null worms are the ones that can give you worm meat, which is good to know. Oh, there's some trash up here. Find nothing interesting. All right, so I'm gonna be in my little corner here. I'm going to, for anybody curious why I'm doing this, it is a fun, delightful little benefit. If you find a molding chair, you know, you ever just find a chair you have to mold or mold upon? No, a folding chair. If you find a folding chair, you can sit on it. And if you sit on a folding chair, then your guy is sitting on a chair, a bloody wet chair, no less. You dodge worse, but you improve healing rate and you improve your chance to disassemble and examine things. So, I don't think we're gonna mess this up because our guy is pretty intelligent. I think we're like in pretty good shape, but I do like to kind of play it safe. So we're about to try to identify something. We sit down first and then examine. It is a Grit Gate Recoiler, which would teleport us back to the Grit Gate, which is not where we are right now. It's got a full chem cell. That's awesome. That's pretty cool. So this would teleport us back to the Grit Gate, which I think we've been to. No, it's where we're going next. That is awfully convenient. So if we wanted to skip the bullshit, we could just teleport right there. That's dope. That is dope. That is very useful. Let's retrieve our chair. You pick up the chair and you fall over. Probably because there's like sloppy stuff here. I just fell over. Yeah, just water everywhere. Just a mess. A sexy hot mess. Early Grit Gate Recoiler. Yeah, I'm guessing that is not always there, obviously. But it's kind of worked in my favor. And with that, I do believe we are done with this zone, unless there's something here. Maybe. Whoops, wrong button. That was something on the TikTok app that I'm using to multi-stream to. I tried to do Control 9 on the number pad to move diagonally and attack diagonally, but made a little happy noise. So unless there was anything up top here, alright, just move by that guy manually. Unless there's anything up top here. Nope, that's it. We've fully explored this whole area. I figured since we got that legendary chest that we were probably in good shape. Yeah, it's the dopamine noise. That's right. That's the brain go happy noise go burr. Can you wash your chair? We probably could. Maybe that's why my guy fell over. Is it generally considered worthwhile to wash things so they're no longer stained in case it matters? Like if it makes them rust, like more prone to rusting, for instance. Oh, because I didn't. Because my ass was sitting down, but I just went yoink. Ah! It's very funny. I'm tempted to do that every single time because that's extremely funny to me. Because yeah, we have the Joppa Recoiler, and it's slender, so it weighs less than normal, which is to say 0 instead of 2. Although it's probably 1, and the chem cell is 1. Pip says it's just gross, Alex. But what if I want to be a fucking grunge crust punk idiot. Maybe that's my guy. Maybe it's just, it feels right. It feels right to be a Scrunge McScrungerson. You're probably right, though. It probably makes more sense to do it legit. Here's where we fought this one dude. Is there anything of these that I want to take with me? Now, there was that treasure chest, I think, over here that has my... What was it? 35-pound heavy... what's it called? Chainmail that I spent a lot of money on early game, and I'm kind of regretting. We'll leave it for now. I'll take, I guess, the 3 torches with me, I suppose. Probably, like, resell those if nothing else. We definitely have no need for torches. Or the night vision goggles. It's funny because we found the night vision goggles in this same dungeon. And then we found the light source also in the same dungeon. We found something great and then found a means to... like an even better solution. Even better solution to light revelations. I'm looking for any other, like, soft corners I might have missed. Potential things that could, like, maybe show something, but probably won't. Like, there's maybe a spot here. I might poke around up there a little bit. Maybe a spot there. Yeah, sure. I'll do a little looky-loo. So, yeah, it's because of this guy. Okay, so never mind. There's nothing there. Looking for those kinds of things. If there's anything that kind of jumps out at me. The chair yoink move on your... Yeah, I did it on myself, right. Yeah, when you pull your chair out for somebody, then yoink it at the last minute. The Charlie Brown-esque kind of rug pull. Instead of a football pull, it's a chair pull. Right, I'll bite. I'll check over there, see if there's anything else, but I'm pretty sure I have nothing to worry about here. Stepped on something. Oh, the Arcanaut is here. Yo, I didn't realize you were still here. What have you found? Of course, I've sold a bajillion things to him. Oh, he found one of my chairs. He found one of my chairs. He found... a lot of these are things I've sold to him. A steel hand axe is worth a lot, apparently, to him. Lacquered staff. Yeah, a lot of these are things I sold to him. Nothing that I'm... Well, actually, that studded leather kind of goes hard. Although I probably sold that to him in all fairness. Because yeah, that would be competitive with the chainmail. It is 5 pounds heavier than the armor that I have right now. It's actually not worth that much. I could probably barter for that, yeah. Yeah, that studded leather might be kind of nifty actually. Because that would be like one step up from the armor I'm wearing right now. So there's probably some stuff I can sell to him. If anything, do I still have that big ass hammer? That big ass hammer. Because I would like to sell that. Yes, I do. And it's not worth much. I mean, well, that's not true. It is. That's a decent bit for a weapon, but just for a weapon. The whip, I mean, it's cool, but... yeah, we're just gonna sell it. It's really not worth it. The 2 axes I'll continue to hang on to. The freezing and electrified iron axes, those are pretty cool. Gonna hang on to these books. The moccasins are nice because they are fast moccasins. I'm actually tempted to get rid of the goggles because I guess I don't need them anymore. Yeah, the night vision goggles. I don't really know. I can't think of a situation where night vision goggles would be more effective than the little glowy light fellow that I've got. Maybe there is one, but I do not know of one. So let's do this. I'm going to... I'll at least remove the chem cell. I'm not gonna sell it with the chem cell intact, because those things have some very good utility, like general utility purposes to them. One thing, deactivate, yes. Should have done that sooner, honestly. Deactivate and then replace cell. Just remove it. So I could sell that. The engraved goggles. I mean, it's cool. It's cool, and of course we already read we've read the stuff from it previously, where it gives you like information about this other place. It's engraved, so that's kind of cool. I could disassemble it. Maybe that'd be more valuable. Disassembling it versus selling it. And honestly, same with the night vision goggles. It gives you a lot of very good bits for crafting things. So maybe that'd be more worth my while versus selling it. And then, oh, and we were also talking about these thingies. Also, these flowers. Nobody wants the flowers. I thought for sure we could find something with the flowers. Nobody wants them. They're weightless, at least for now. It's the same thing. You could disassemble them into bees. How many bees do I have? I have 10 bees. I probably don't need those. I could probably just sell. I'll sell at least one. So we chat in to trade. So kind of start from the bottom here. I think I will sell these 2 engraved glass bottles. So we'll keep these 2 standard ones. And of course the third one already has some acid in them. I think I will sell one of my chairs. Here. Yeah, just one. Boop. And then that beaded bracelet is super valuable, but it's crazy light, so I should hang on to that one. So keep all those, obviously. Keep that guy. I could sell or disassemble the non-masterwork revolver. A, B, and 2. The 2 is kind of nice. I'm gonna hold on that for just a moment here. Sell one of those guys. Sell that thing just because it's way too heavy and not really worth. So we're gonna get stud leather. Kind of silly because I sold that to him initially. So I guess I'm looking to get it back. I sold 3 torches. They're just there's no reason for them. There's no use. It's no use. Keep all that for now. Cells are great. And 7. Not even like worth that much. Those, I'm kind of surprised those are worth more, but it's probably because they are engraved. So I don't know. I feel like most things that give 1 and 2 bits are going to, or 3 bits even, are going to innately be valuable. So I probably shouldn't be lured in by the promise of that kind of high valuation. So that's looking pretty good. Anything that I just can't live without that I would even benefit from? Not really. Not really. So we'll just offer that as a trade. 1 dram of fresh water. Sure. Very good. So now, I can say, yeah, this is, it does have that heat and cold resistance, which is nice, and it might be worth still hang on to that at least for now. I remember, what's his name? Oh gosh, I'm blanking on the guy's screen name, but really helpful dude who was here the past couple times I streamed the game. He was telling us how early on finding things that give heat resistance and cold resistance for like mid-ground parts of the main quest can be hard to do for like dealing with like extreme environments. So finding something like that early game is quite helpful. So that the woolly modifier is pretty helpful. And of course we have woolly on a nullworm skull as well that I've also hung on to. I like the ego boost that it gives, but you know, the cold and heat resistance is not a bad idea too. So yeah, that was nice to kind of offload some stuff that I was very much looking to get rid of anyway. And now we're feeling good. We're feeling really good. If I really wanted to, I could like run back, sell to this guy my chainmail. We also have this thing. I'm not sure how much. Oh, right. That actually has a benefit. Average across all body parts of the same. That's kind of cool. So we do have that guy. I think we'll hang on to that because that actually has a benefit. It has like a purpose. A porpoise, if you will. I'm feeling pretty good about that. We're still making the that's what I... Right, yes, I've heard about that as well, Whale. Yeah. They're on version... They're like in the triple digits now, aren't they? Something ridiculous. They're on triple digits, which is pretty impressive, no matter how you slice it. I mean, I think it's impressive. Some people might think it's ridiculous. Like, unnecessary even, but... Yeah, there it is. That is truly it. What's this over here? I just noticed this guy. It's a nullworm skull that has not been claimed. I'll get it for now. With that, let us ascend back to the surface. Kind of curious, is that fresh water? It is salty water. And then we swing back this way, and suddenly we are back on the surface. That is a long sword. Just iron. Nothing fancy. Nothing fancy schmancy. And up we go. And just like that, we're back at the surface. Been a minute since we've been up here. But thank you again to Meerkat for the redemption. Thank you to Farsight for the contributions to the world of art as well. Truly delightful and truly weird. As it absolutely should be. There's some moccasins. A couple of the nifty little things, but probably nothing all that valuable. Couple, yeah, short bows, hand axes. Nothing that's all that interesting, I don't think. We've plundered this area pretty gosh darn well, I think. Looks like there was maybe an area up here I haven't fully explored. So I'll kind of poke around up here a little bit, but... Except maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I have been up here. Oh, what's this? Is that a turret? It's a mining turret. And it create more stasis mines. So we need to be on our guard because there could be some mines to potentially disable. Potentially. Alex, why do the music and sound get muted suddenly? You're not adding a quote, are you? I would never. I would never add a quote of somebody saying something weird and or lacking of context that will come back to haunt them forever. I would never. I would never. Weak to them feet and weak to dat meat. For any of you who watch Dunk, it's either Dunk or Jabroni Mike, but I want to say it's Dunk. There's a person, Dunk or Slam that is. There's a person in their chat whose screen name is Sweet Meat Baby Feet. And every time I see that chat member, my brain is never like ready. My brain is never fucking prepared for reading those words in that order. And I'm a little bit surprised it's technically not TOS violating. Like, I feel a little violated whenever I just see those words in that order. Also, I like how this guy just on his own is, I guess, not willing or not able to attack us directly. He just lays mines down. Fucking blasted his ass. Probably dropped a mine. No, he dropped a microchip. Look at that. So yeah, I'm every time I see that screen name, I'm always like, huh? Yep, that's just, those are words. Those are words that somebody fucking wrote down for a screen name, and Twitch looked at those words and said, yep, we're gonna let that pass. Those words are acceptable for a screen name, and we are not gonna we're not gonna question it in the slightest. Also, no mines. I'm surprised. We would have found one by now. And this is more of the plant matter walls we can destroy. What's up, Jack? Just stop being violated, Alex. It's so easy. Just don't get violated by fucked up words. I'm just, the psychic damage it deals to me. I'm never prepared, man. I'm never ready for that shit. You would think, like, being on the internet as long as I have, I'd be like used to that kind of shit happening, but I don't know, sometimes I still find ways to be surprised. It would make my week to piss. Wait, it would make my week to piss in my Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Again, it's better to just not have context. Granny Cranny 69, that's good. Granny Cranny 69. Jack says, don't worry about it, Alex. Don't worry about it. Oh, I didn't kill the sprouting orb. I kind of wanted to kill it. I mean, Jack points out a good point. You know, if you receive... Why are you on fire? Why are you on fire, plant matter? There's something behind you causing some shit, isn't there? You know, if you receive enough psychic damage, physically you won't. You'll be fine. You won't be in any issue, in any problems physically. Let's go ahead and kill this thing. Blah. So it burninated. I don't know what burninated, but something burninated it. A campfire's there now suddenly. I wonder if there's something behind here. Yeah, plant matter doesn't usually just oh, well, maybe. I mean, I see another wall form behind me. It couldn't have been the spider. Nothing behind here. Yeah, anyway. But yeah, just just to complete the thought, though. How, you receive enough psychic damage. It's like, well, yeah, your brain might cease to function. Or you might, lose some sanity. But physically, your body's fine, so. At the end of the day, psychic damage, it's just, it's mind over matter at that point. Or matter over mind, I suppose. So, anyway. Only other thing I can kind of see, maybe, is a little corner spot here. I'll take a quick gander. The kudzu. Yeah, we'll just kill him. Got plenty of those guys. I'm looking for other things I could potentially consider or investigate, but I think we've cleared this place pretty darn thoroughly. Yeah, look how fast we are. Oh, there was one of the fellas. Those guys are still alive. Good to know. Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, the, those ranger fellas, the guys that were fighting a bunch of the Snapjaws with us. Might see if I can seek him out again, because he might have some stuff to sell. Yeah, here we go, What you got, bro? Yeah, these guys are pretty chill. Yeah, the trash monks. Let's trade. He's got some arrows for us, got some nuggies, some copper nuggets. Swagger, that's a good one. So the arrows might be nice. They are weightless. The nuggets also might be nice. If nothing else, I could just trade some water for nuggets. I mean, I have a lot of water. We don't actually see that in here, but yeah, I have a lot of water on my person right now. Is there anything else I want to offload, though? No rush to get rid of this thing. No rush to sell that one off. I might sell a standard chrome revolver. It's only 3 pounds, so it's not that heavy. And I might be better off to just deconstruct it. Might do better just deconstruct it. This is very valuable. It's like $3 as a selling value. That's pretty impressive. Anything else that I might want to sell? These are all pretty good. 3 chem cells. Probably 3 is enough, honestly. Like how the charge rating does not affect its value, which is kind of surprising. I would be a good horse jockey. I mean, no joke. That is an honest to goodness thing about horse jockeys. They are always short kings. I think always. Maybe with some variation. But I think generally speaking, yeah, the jockeys are rarely like average height. They're usually on the short side. I have ridden a horse a few times in my life because my mom loves horses. That's our favorite animal. So we've done horseback riding on a number of occasions. I would be a very small top. Thank you, Meerkat. Thank you. I'm glad someone around here appreciates what I bring to the table. So yeah, what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sell. I'm just gonna offload some water weight. This gives me 17 grams of fresh water, which is not that much, honestly. Offloaded that extra skull, and just like that, I'm 10 pounds lighter, which is nice. And I still have 64 grams, 7 grams, 60. I still have so much fucking water. So I've still got plenty to roll with here. Got some extra silver nuggies, which is great. Which are more weight effective when it comes to like a bartering option, which is nice. Go ahead and disassemble that guy. Just tinkering bits. And yeah, I'm wondering. Yeah, I might as well just go ahead and disassemble this one. I'll go and sit down for this because I know if I'm sitting down, there's a better chance of getting extra things because I have this thing, the basic toolkit, which gives me a slight chance to recover additional bits when you disassemble an artifact. And I think a revolver is considered an artifact for the purposes of decommissioning things, of disassembling things, that is. So I'm gonna keep the masterwork one. But I think like seeing its sell value, I'd like to think, considering its sell value and how hard it is to find 2 bits for tinkering, which is to say I only have 2 of them anyway. This is an opportunity. So I will take it as such. We'll keep the masterwork one. Disassemble this one, though. Chrome revolver. Get it out of here. We got a B and a 2. There you go. Played at the YMCA. I think we always played outdoors. I don't know if I ever played indoors. Didn't last very long though. Well, I played for like a year or two, and I was, like I said, I was always dog shit. But it was good exercise, if nothing else. And that's the thing, like, you know, the whole point of playing sports as a kid is not necessarily to be good. Obviously, I wasn't gonna go pro, but it was good exercise and just good like socializing. And like, you know, the whole thing, like, you know, you face off against the enemy team, the opposing team. You try to best them, you try to outplay them, you try to get good. But at the end of the game, everyone always lines up. They do like the high fives at the end, kind of go like kind of standing in a line and walking parallel to each other, and you like high five each person and say good game. So it's, you know, it builds good camaraderie and also good sportsmanship. So it was a nice thing to do. I don't regret that my dad had me do. Well, not just my dad. My parents had me do, you know, soccer when I was a kid, but I wasn't any good. And I was not sad to no longer do it when I was like, I think I'm not really feeling it. Engraved goggles, yeah. I mean, I like the idea of increasing my reputation with insects and the cult of Nadokt, but probably not worth. And we get some nice bits. Just the 2 bits on that one. The night vision goggles. I'm not sure if I want to disassemble this one, because we got this floating fella, which gives me great energyless light, which is great. A great energyless light source. It gives you a 3 though. I've never found a 3-bit ever. It'd be my first pure alloy 3-bit. That's exciting. And then Hylix, yes, I've never played it, but I've watched people play it. The game looks fucking crazy. Yeah, it looks wild. I want to play them both. I've heard Hylix 2 is a legit very good game. It's a very, very good game. Yeah, oh my god, Alias knows about Space Funeral. Holy shit. I can count on one hand the number of people that I know that are aware of Space Funeral's existence. Of course Alias would know about Space Funeral. He's into that weird shit. Of course he would. Bowling? Oh man, I love bowling just for fun, but I can never like do it legit. And that's right, Alias was in a bowling league. I remember you telling me about that. That's right. The good old days. The good old bowling days. I was never any good, and I'm still not any good, but I can break 100 pretty reliably. So I mean, I can bowl fairly reliably down the center. That's the extent of my bowling know-how. I can get 100, I can break 100, and I can usually go down the center. Now, the pros will tell you you don't want to go down the center. You want to come at an angle. So I can go straight down the center. That's the extent of my of what I can bring to the table. If I want to go back to Joppa, I could warp back to Joppa if nothing else. Is there anything I want to deposit? Maybe there's some things I would deposit, and I can just go right to Gritgate. We have a quest to go to Gritgate for something, for some reason. Recover this thingy at this place. That's another quest. These are all quests I got from like learning about stuff, as opposed to a quest that a human person gave me. Right, the Barothermites at Gritgate, yes. And Gritgate is right. Oh, never mind. Gritgate is up here, next to the garrisons of the Dulitums. Some other nice things around here as well. Some ruins and such. And there's the Golgotha, which we've heard a lot about. So yeah, we've already hit up the legendary shoemaker. We've done some other nice things. So we would have an interest for sure in warping over there. But I kind of like the idea of walking around manually and exploring regions and such. I don't know if I necessarily want to warp. And for that same reason, I think I'm going to manually walk back to Joppa. Even though I got lost, that's fine. It gives us an opportunity to fight things, and we get to fight some Snapjaws. What's not to like? For those free games, that's right. Yeah, Space Funeral was an OG free-to-play, free RPG. Mean spin on those throws. There you go. Yeah, when you get it going just right. Yeah, I never even attempted to try to get the spins and shit like that, palming the ball, that kind of thing. I never even attempted to get good. The extent of my bowling knowledge begins and ends with my ability to go right down the middle. RPG Maker. Umbral Soul, that's vaguely familiar. Vaguely familiar. I don't know it off the top of my head. I'm aware of its existence. But yeah, it's vaguely familiar to me. That guy, I'll go and get the mace. And sell that for a little bit. Sap mask, sure. Couple nice little things. Got a goat fella. Let's take a drink of my water skin. From my water skin, rather. My guy's thirsty. Now I'm just regular thirsty. Granted, I was parched. Now I'm thirsty. And now I'm quenched. And I think one more drink and I'll be sated. Tumescent? Tumescent, is that a word? Is that an effect I can look at? No, just well fed earlier. Yeah, admittedly, I don't really seek out a lot of the kind of RPG Maker style games, but every once in a while, something like that can be kind of fun. Something kind of like unique and a little bit more out there. Marl, it's a new one. What is marl? It's a type of stone. Lacustrine ecosystems. Lime-rich mud, delicious. Love me some lime-rich mud. No other things were dropped by the Snapjaws. Whomst? Oh, is this a Oh, I think he was like an electro charge guy. We've fought the two-headed boars before, as they fire. Oh wait, do they not? I thought they fired bullets. They do not. Okay, I'm thinking of something else. They got two heads. There's another kind of boar we fought that like had a ranged attack. He squeals with a collar. A twice hungry animal. Spit drool. And he's probably not that much scarier. Gonna go and take that guy out because he swarms. He has not hit me once, and he's dead. And he might have produced boar meat, although I don't see a corpse. And a salamander. I think a salamander is... Oh, wait, no, never mind. No, I'm thinking of the horned... something. Horned reptile of some kind. A horned reptile is what killed us with our very first ever run. Also, I just smacked my microphone. Yeah, salamanders are chill. They're neutral. They're docile. They'll leave us alone. Quilted shawl, that could be nice for selling some stuff. Steel dagger, that's actually not half bad. Can sell that for some monies. Longsword, I think I'll probably avoid that. And he's probably gonna fight salamander. And salamanders are pretty chill. Not on my watch, says I. 11 damage. Dropped a staff. He dropped a bronze dagger. I will not mess with any of that. And I'm supposed to still throw in Snapjaws at us. I wondered if they were going to hit us with something higher order. Higher order fight. We gain 1 experience from killing a Snapjaw, which is probably the absolute minimum. I'm guessing if you kill something, anything, you get some amount of experience. The idea of 1 experience is the game saying like, bro, you are way too high level to be fighting these fools. You're just bullying these guys at this point. Dropped a weird artifact. A 6-pound weird artifact, no less. I'll take a look. I'll take a looky look. I probably don't have to worry about metal folding chairs. We probably have what it takes to get this automatically. We have with our high intelligence and our tinkering skills. Not to mention our tinkling skills. Gaslight, like Flysa. It's a weapon. Oh, a really good weapon, no less. D8. And it gaslights you. It's like, hey, your problems aren't real problems, Alex. The slug snout. Yeah, that's what we had the last time. It is a long blade, and I don't have any skills in long blades. Long and tapered beam of pale light. Is it a legally distinct a legally distinct energy blade weapon? Steel melting temperature. It requires a chem cell, of course. D8, one-handed, presumably. Not bad. The downside of switching from, you know, our steel battle axe to the longsword is we've spec'd a little bit into axes, but only a little bit. Not a little skill points to go around. We would keep our short blade as it is. So with axes, we have that axe proficiency. So we have a better hit chance, which is nice. But if I were to consider speccing into longswords, we could. We have the strength for it. We also have the strength and agility for lunging and swiping and other nifty things. We would eventually need more strength to do even more cool gamer shit. But yeah, if we go for long blades, there's different stances. Aggressive stance and defensive stance. That's kind of cool. This one to hit. I'm assuming attack is... Oh, long blade and short blade attacks. That's kind of cool. So that would help for both of our attacks. Lunge, if we were to go for that. It does have a light cooldown. Okay. So, through an empty space, so kind of like it's like a kind of a limited range charge. Oh, that's kind of cool. You attack and then... Oh, but there's two different stances for it. Oh, I see. Yeah. Aggressive stance and defensive stance. Attack and then lunge backwards or move through the empty space. That's kind of cool. Dueling stance. +1 to penetration. Guaranteed to hit and penetrate at least once. Wow, that's cool. Man, I like all these things. Long blades kick ass. Yeah, what's up, Ninja Zombie? You know what I mean. Legally distinct. It's like, no, it's not a lightsaber. We are not getting sued. It is a legally distinct, energy-based sword weapon that emits energy and light, probably. Totally different. So that's not half bad. What I'm probably going to do is I'm going to hang on to this weapon and I'm going to probably eventually spec into long blades. But this requires an energy cell to use it. I'm guessing without the... I think chem cells... Yeah, that's already what I have. Got a fresh chem cell. I'm guessing... Well, actually, hold on. If I remove the cell, it does a D2. Okay. So that confirms my suspicion. To get the most out of this thing, you have to have it powered. So, I don't want to waste shit like that on just baby fights like this. You know, the snap jaws, where I'm getting one experience. I might whip this out for something scary. But the downside to whipping it out for something scary is, again, I've spec'd into axes. We've spec'd into being able to cleave better and dealing more, having a greater chance to hit. Let's go to the tippity top. Actually, I lie. We have not spec'd into cleave yet, because I don't have the points for it. But that was something I was planning on investing into soon. We already have the proficiency, which is not that much, so it wouldn't be much for us to gear more towards long swords. But yeah, it's like now. Granted, we have the means to recharge pretty well. So I mean, I guess that's the thing. I have a lot of chem cells. And what does it take? What would it take to charge one of these things? 3 A bits. We have 9. A bits are, I think, fairly easy to come by. So, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be, choosy. Maybe I shouldn't be squeamish about using something that requires a chem cell. Maybe I should just fucking go for it. Yeah, we've taken a little bit of short blade. We took a little bit of short blade. We took... I scroll past it. Heavy blades, discipline, self-discipline. The next step is discipline. Short blade. Yeah, we took short blade expertise and jab. Because, which is so cool. Jab is so nice. Because, of course, we got that right hand, that offhand stabby boy. The dick of the espoused cock. Dirk of the espoused cook. We got that bad boy, so... Jab is just such a nice little benefit there. That is assuming that I'm doing this correctly. I'm assuming that the right hand is the offhand. I'm assuming that's the case. I mean, to me that is weird. But in the times when I have de-equipped things, and I've said, all right, time to equip something primarily, my guy defaults to where is it? This one. My guy defaults to the left hand, which I find a little bit strange. Even has the asterisk there. So I'm assuming that that is the offhand. Okay, so then the asterisk probably is the primary. You can change. Okay, you can change it at any time you want. I mean, to me, it's weird that lefty is the default, but anyway. So I'm assuming I'm doing this correctly, basically, is what I'm getting at. But yeah, so at some point, that might be something for us to spec into. And maybe that's the thing. Maybe I'll wait to the next level. Maybe I'll wait to the next level. We'll invest into long blades, and then I'll make the jump from axes. And I'll probably sell these two off, or disassemble them. Actually, I don't think I can disassemble them. They're not artifacts, they're just weapons. So I might just, maybe that'll be my game plan for now. People in caves have cut, or maybe they're just based. Maybe they're just based and they're lefty, says Alias. Alias, are you a southpaw? Are you a lefty? My mom's a lefty. You're carrying too much to move. Randomly. I must have picked up something. Oh. Yeah, because I moved to the left suddenly. I must have done something suddenly. But anyway, yeah, I did pick up that really heavy weapon. So, actually, hold on. Yeah, there's a bunch of shit that I definitely don't want. Iron Mace, get it out of here. Drop that shit like it's hot. That thing could be worth a decent bit, so we'll hang on to that guy. But the mace, get it out of here. Cloth robe, everything else, I sleep. I sleep. There's another snap jaw. And I snap his jaw, clean off his body. Remove him from existence. Remove the burden of existence from his being. This is a shrine. A random ass shrine. We got lots of lefty gang, baby. Yeah, my mom's a lefty. And my mom is she's 75 years young. 75 years young. She grew up in the time period in which it was not unusual for teachers, if they noticed a student was naturally like writing with their left hand, to force them to learn how to write with their right hand. Because back in those days, it was like in some circles considered uncouth, in others like a maybe not quite sinful, but was like an affront. It was considered like disrespectful or just I don't know, undisciplined to be left-handed. Like it was very much there was like this institutional emphasis and you have to be right-handed. So for people of her age, it's not unusual for them to be left-handed but write with their right-handed. Thankfully, her teachers and shit like that, they weren't being weird about it. So she was not subjected to that. But she knows of people that were like a little bit older than her that did go through that kind of thing, which is ridiculous. There's also non-grasping limbs as primary. That's kind of cool. For if you have a third limb, that kind of shit. Yeah, at least you probably know about that too, right? Force you to write. That's bullshit, man. Yeah, it's some bullshit, man. It was a field trip thing. I'm sorry you had to go through that, man. That's some nonsense. Some straight up nonsense. By the way, one thing, in fact, I might ask others who know this game decently well. One thing I'm kind of curious about. We found some fangs earlier, which makes me very excited. But I guess I haven't really been paying too much attention. We hit with our battle axe, or we'll swing with our battle axe. We'll swing with our cool little stabby boy. Here we go. We're swinging with our stabby boy. Oh, here we go. Okay, I've answered my own question. We are swinging with our fangs. I was nervous that we weren't always swinging with those, because it doesn't always show up. But that's my answer. We are doing it right. It is indeed included when we go for a full attack, but not always. And I think that's the idea, is that it's not an always guaranteed thing. So then I've answered my question. I was worried that I was doing something wrong because I wasn't seeing it always show up. But now that I've seen it show up once, I'm like, all right, that's the confirmation I needed. This is a hermit. They're pretty chill. As long as I don't attack him, he will not attack me. Can I chat with him? I'm no longer lost, thank you. Can we trade? He has an iron buckler for sale. Well, I have some things that he might be interested in, although I would just get water out of it. Is there anything that I want to offload? Maybe one glass bottle, because I probably don't need. Well, and we'll keep that one. I guess it's fine. Is there anything I want to get rid of? Anything taking up extra space that I do not need? Steel dagger. Actually, not bad. 1 pound for 420 values. Not horrible. Maybe not. I don't know. This thing is pretty. I mean, the cold resistance is nice. It's not nothing to be excited about. I'll get rid of one of those. but just one. And to trade. Uno. Boop. Rid of one of those guys. Got that guy. Yeah. I don't want the iron buckler, although it's nice. It is nice. So there we go. Take one of those things. And of course, we did lighten our load overall, generally speaking. We got Jim. What's up, Jim? Shake's been playing it? Yeah. Shake was the first person that like I ever saw play the game, and it was because I've seen him play the game, stream the game even. That's how I first became aware of its existence, and I saw it, and I was like, this game looks detailed and intimidating, but it looks cool as hell. So yeah, he was very much the inspiration behind me wanting to play it. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Shake. He's a cool dude and plays like some really cool shit. There's been many games I've like picked up on, or at least were interested in because I first saw him playing it. So yeah, he's been my source of many things. So is Alias. So too has Alias played an interesting thing that made me go, dude, I want that. That looks awesome. Also, we fought so many of these things. We're so high level. Cannibals used to be a normal fight for us. Now they are. We hit him twice and he fucking topples over. Hell yeah. Good shit. Jim says you're gonna crave the cut. All right, Alex. It's a very fun game. This is session number 6 or 5 or 6. We've seen this game a decent bit. I've got about 24 hours total in the game, not in one sitting, obviously. Obviously not in one sitting. Is he fighting the fella? He is, and he's losing. And he's dead. He lost that fight real fast. Motherfucker lost that fight real fast. How you going, bro? Let's trade. Nothing to trade? Okay, that's fine. Live and drink. And prosper. It's a fixed chance. Right, yeah. It's something like 20%. I think you're exactly right, Karma. Yeah, that explains it then. It looks, yeah, 100% with Alias. It looks way more intimidating. Because that's how I felt when I first saw the game. I was like, oh, fuck, this looks like some Dwarf Fortress shit. And Dwarf Fortress-like games are not known for being easy to get into. But yeah, the complexity of the controls and just the general systems were way more forgiving than I was concerned they would be. So very pleasantly surprised that after watching one YouTube video tutorial, like an 18-minute long video that gets you the bare basic minimum general like tidbits of the game, control tidbits of the game, and then playing the in-game tutorial, like that's all I needed to feel, you know, dangerous enough. Enough to be dangerous, as we say. Anything else in this little nook and neck of the woods? I'm gonna go back here because this little path catches my eye. We're no longer lost. I don't have to go up this way, but I'm just kind of curious. Such a deliberate formation of these walls. Is it gonna lead somewhere cool? It does not. It leads nowhere cool at all. So we're no longer lost. Head back to Joppa and descend. Like Dwarf Fortress Adventure Mode, right. Adventure mode adjacent, but unlike Dwarf Fortress, at least in my opinion, pretty darn easy to get into. So I'm vibing. Human corpse. I remember when that shit happened. I had nothing to do with this fight. I saw it go down, but I was not involved in it at all. I promise. So I will do this. We still have this guy. I mean, I might just disassemble it, honestly. I don't think we really have much use for it. The torches, I mean, that's fine. That's fine, I suppose. That we're gonna keep there. So I'm gonna disassemble the jackhammer just because it's hilarious. We can see how valuable it is in a vague sense. It's not that valuable. It's cool for breaking down walls. It's a cool two-handed weapon, but nah, I'm just gonna disassemble it for the delicious juice. Cybernetics credit. I mean, I'll hang on to it. It's weightless. I might as well. The neutron flux, yeah, that was very lucky. You recognize that shit. Look at the value for that thing. Good lord. By an enormous country mile, that is the most valuable thing we've ever found. In 24 hours of playing this game, that was the most valuable thing we've ever found. It was in level 2 of Red Rock. The credit wedge, that was at the end of the library, the Chanel library. It was in a legendary chest it was in the same chest as a legendary chest that held a historic artifact. The other thing we found was the glowing orb I have equipped. The glowing orb, I think, was a historic artifact. I'm gonna put all the books into here because I think the books are only gonna come in handy at the 6-day silt. Silt or stilt, whatever it's called. I think that's the place where we were indicated that there's like a person there that loves books. I'm just gonna deposit those in this little place here. Quilted shawl, probably just sell. Keep those for going fast. I probably don't need this many chem cells. I guess I'll hang on to them for now, I suppose. What else? It's looking like I might eventually want to sell these cool battle axes. Like, they're great, but I'm not sure it's quite worth it anymore. So I'll probably sell those. The fly saw we're hanging on to for sure. Anything else I want to store? I'm probably gonna store the revolver, because we have a sniper rifle instead. I probably don't need 2 guns. We could assemble it. I'll store it for now. Keep that for the main quest. We have we got the Grit Gate recoiler at the Chanel library as well. Hold on to it. Yeah, for sure. For sure, I'm hanging on to it. Cybernetic upgrades. Yeah, I'm assuming like it's valuable, obviously, and I'm assuming there will be an instance in the future where that's going to come in handy. Like, I don't understand its relevance right now, but I'm sure I will soon. You will soon understand, Alex. We have 2 beaded bracelets, which are both pretty valuable. Well, together they're pretty valuable. Anything else I want to store for future reference? Probably not. Like I said, we're just going to disassemble this thing. Keep the grenades for now. I do like how one of them got rusted. I might just disassemble that one. It's probably not worth repairing. It's a fungicide. We already have another fungicide grenade. Oh, I'm not sure it's really worth hanging on to, for now at least. And I guess I mean, I don't know if this has much value. It only has or much utility, but it is only 1 pound, so I guess it's fine. And I keep going back and forth on whether or not I want to just disassemble these night vision goggles, since we have the floating orb, which gives off light. Overburden. So I'm thinking we're just going to disassemble this thing. What's up, Fuzzy? Good to see you, bud. Playing some more code. That's right, buddy. That's right. You're still going the main quest? Nice, man. Yeah, I'll confess, I don't think I know what the main quest is, although I could talk to the Elder. Maybe he has more stuff for us. Consider selling it. Let's see. What was I looking at because it was weightless? I mean, I'm definitely not getting rid of that. Oh, I think I was considering storing it. But it's like, it's fine. It's harmless to have on me. I definitely wouldn't sell it though, for sure. Yeah. Do I have another means of digging? Not effectively. I mean, yeah, not effectively. But I guess the idea is I'm not going to be hanging on to this thing because it's very heavy. I mean, I could lug it around. I could, obviously, but I'm just not really feeling like it's worth it, and it's probably not worth selling either. And I see that it could give 3 bits, and 3 bits are something we do not have any of. So I'm assuming that it's probably more worth our while, unless you would recommend Karma. I mean, the only other means I dig is control and hold the arrow and just go for days. So that's what I've. It's not a very elegant means of digging, but it does get the job done. And yeah, for this guy, yeah, what would it take to repair? B and a C and a 1. B and C is fairly. Yeah, we have lots of B's and C's. We only have one though. So yeah, it's probably not worth repairing. I think I'm just gonna disassemble this one. That's kind of what I'm vibing to. But thank you to Fuzzy for popping in though. And yeah, I what I'm doing right now, quest-wise, is I'm heading towards Grit Gate to do more quests for Argive, but I don't know if he's the main quest. But he is a line of quests, so I'm continuing with that. But we completed the quest at Red Rock. We brought the corpse back to the Elder, and he was like, let me think about it. I should probably talk to the Elder again, because it's been some days, I'm sure. He might have more stuff for us. Some means of digging can help. Okay, well, I'll store it then. If you're thinking it might be still worth my while, I'll hang out. I'll keep it in our resources, you know, in our stored resources. But it's kind of unwieldy, so I just kind of assumed it really wasn't worth it. But I mean, it does have a lot of benefits towards digging, so you could do a lot worse. Plus 24 when powered. I mean, that's amazing. So, if I find myself in a situation where I know I'm going to have a lot of digging, it could come in handy for sure. For sure. So that is something to consider. Speaking of Argive, let's go... Well, hold on. Let's do one thing at a time here. Let's go talk to the Elder. Assuming he's, you know, awake right now. It's middle of the night right now. Some characters never sleep. How's it going, Broheim? I'm gonna chat with our fella. Tell me about the fella. I guess he has nothing new for us. Barthermites, right, he knows about that. Looking for work. Talk to Argive. I was thinking maybe he would have more for us, but I guess not. So I guess I'll confess, I don't know if what I'm doing is part of the main quest. Because after we gave the guy the corpse, he was like, huh, that's scary. These guys, these monsters are like, what's the word? Harbingers. They're harbingers of plague. Their presence is scary. And then I go, anything else? He goes, let me think about it. And then, doesn't really say anything else. So yeah, Gersling's not good, not good. But it doesn't really offer anything else. 6-day stilts. So anyway, do you sell wares? For the trade? Yes, nothing to trade. Yeah. So nothing new for him. And she probably has not much else to trade for either. Let's trade. Bandages, water skins. I'm fine. So if nothing else, back to Argive. Argive. Because this man also never sleeps, because this man's gamer. And I can be like, who are these guys? And then I can say, let's trade. See if he has anything for us. I mean, he has some things that are apparently super valuable. Magnetic bottle. Fungicide grenade. Data disk. Overloaded modification. Yes, he has some valuable mystery things. I guess just the one valuable mystery thing. I don't think that I would want to sell him. Anything that he would just love. Just shit his pants with joy. Probably not, honestly. That sniper rifle's worth 70, which is pretty impressive. I was thinking I would eventually sell these things. But only like if there was something that I wanted. I mean, I guess some 3s would be cool, but that's pretty expensive, honestly. Pickaxes are pretty nice, though. They weigh less. They dig slower, sure, but nice. Better than nothing. Yeah, better than carving with axes, which is what I would be doing otherwise. Yeah, so there's really nothing that I mean, there's things that I would like to have, but nothing that is crazy expensive. I mean, the reality is if I offered to sell everything that I was kind of wanting to get rid of anyway, the goggles, the shawl, maybe we'll just say 2 cells, and what else would I sell hypothetically? The 2 battle axes, and the dagger, and the mine. If I sold all that, anything else, and the bracelets, and the neck ring. Actually, what's the neck ring do? Reputation with baboon. I don't think I'll be fraternizing with baboons anytime soon. I don't think I'll be trying diplomacy with those guys anytime soon. It's still the wine, that's fine too. It's pretty valuable. The cider, sure. The cider too, fuck it, why not? Why not? It's so heavy. We have 43 drams of it, that's ridiculous. Hilarious, but ridiculous. So if I sold all that, we could learn how to do EMP grenades, which wouldn't be, well, I'm assuming that's what the data discs do. Or, yeah, fungicide mixer, that's so heavy though, or so expensive. Magnetic bottles. All right, I gotta know, what are magnetic bottles? They are magnetic. Spike warps. Oh, ferrofluids. I know what those are from chemistry class. Chemistry labs in college. So it is a trap, I guess? I don't know, but it's expensive and scary. Reprogrammable recoiler for teleportation, I suppose. I would say maybe the grenade, but it's only a Mark 1. Is there a... I guess it would tell you... Oh, you need C's and D's. Right, I have 2 recoilers. Right, I have the Joppa one with no energy cylinder right now, and a Grit Gate recoiler. So I got 2 recoilers, so I have multiple ways to escape the fuck. Get the fuck out of Dodge at a moment's notice. This odd trinket is quite valuable. The mystery of it is tempting. It is tempting. But yeah, that is a good get out of Dodge. Get the fuck out of Dodge kind of thing, if nothing else. I don't know. I feel like none of this is really worth it. Like volatile liquids. Ah, interesting. Good to know. So yeah, so we kind of know what to expect a little bit, but one thing I will do is see if the Dromad fella's got anything for us. He's got any cool gamer shit. Sometimes this guy can come in hot. Got some boom rose arrows now, which is kind of fun. Feathered leather boots, that's kind of fun. What do I have right now on my booties? On my feetsies? 1. Just nice with birds, that's it. Backpack wouldn't be a bad idea. Better carrying capacity, that's not a bad idea. Steel boots. Heavy as fuck, but better armor. Spectacles, which are just nice. Some artifacts. Some of which are not half bad. Wow. Warhammer, this guy's like upped his game for sure. These are definitely not things I sold to him previously. Box of crayons. Yeah. Yeah, definitely not sold. Oh, he's got a jar of pickles? That's fun. Jar of pickles. That's fun. A box canyon with no outlet. That actually happened last time. That exactly happened, Karma. And I had to dig my way out like a dumbass with my axes, and it took a while. Took like 3 eating cycles of my guy getting hungry, going to the campfire, cooking a meal. That happened a bunch, and it was stupid, but it was funny, but it was very annoying. This is... Oh, it's okay. It's serving. Okay. This is all food. That makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, what do I have right now on the feetsies? I got Crocusins, which give 1 armor and weigh 3 pounds. And unshelled reptiles think we're kind of cool. You would think they would be put off by us wearing something made from the corpse of one of their friends, but they seem to, think highly of us. All right, so he's got some stuff I might fuck with. I might fuck with some of that. So let's go and prepare for some sellages, some selling of things. Let me just go into this guy's open house. I will take these 2 for... Well, no, I'll hang on to those. So I'll take that guy. Should I sell the chrome revolver? Maybe. Maybe we'll just sell it. I've got a sniper rifle. I don't know if you have much reason to have multiple ranged weapons at a moment's notice. I'm too heavy, though, to walk all the way back. So what are some things I definitely will not be selling? No question. Well, the sniper rifle, one thing. The sniper rifle... That takes us underneath carrying capacity, so let's do that. Meow. So now, I'm willing to have a little chit-chat. A chit-chat, but not a shit-chat. So let's kind of go down the line here and determine what I want to get rid of. I wish I could sell some of the drams of cider, because I definitely don't want or need 43, but I kind of don't want... Actually, I guess I could pour some of it into... Yeah, let's do that, actually. Let's pour some of it into a water skin. I don't need 43, but I want to keep like 10, maybe. Let's say pour into another container. This one. We'll say 33. We'll sell 1 water skin. We'll sell the wine. Keep the honey. Honey's nice. Sap is also nice. What does wine do? Wine is probably has some kind of use, right? Maybe not, actually. I mean, it's valuable, I suppose. I was assuming it would tell us. Yeah, maybe it's just nice to Because if I do this, it'll say, yeah, it adds a quickness-based effect. So wine is just, it's just wine. NBD. So now, let us trade. Keep 2 empty glass bottles. We'll sell the big one. 27 bing bongs, not bad. Keep the sap. And then sell these puppies. Keep the chopper recoiler just because that is nice. I'm tempted to sell the gate recoiler, but that might actually just come in handy. That's a nifty way to get to the scary place quickly and easily. Just sell the disarmed stasis mine. It's probably fine. Sell these 2 guys. We've kind of leveled past their point of being useful. Steel daggers, well, I'll get it out of here. And sell this thing. I think we're to that point where it's probably fine. Because like Karma said, we've got multiple means of escaping, so we're probably fine. Could sell the bandages, but they're weightless. It's fine. It's not harming anything. Weightless in Seattle. Let's just get it out of here. We'll sell 1 chem cell. Sell 1. Fuck. We'll sell 2. Well, okay. We'll keep 3. We'll keep 3. Gets you drunk and has a high sale value, but not really. Okay, yeah. Can be an ingredient. The random ones, right? Yeah. So I should have selected that from the get-go anyway. So get rid of that guy. The shawl. It's probably fine. Get it out of here. We see those quilted shawls all the time. Nothing new. And leather armor hanging on. Well, yeah, we're hanging on to this stuff. But yeah, do I want to? It's worth 7. Am I seeing that right? It's worth 7. That's not much. I think I'd rather just disassemble that one. It's just to 121. So what do I want for 121? I could get all of these, and they're all, I guess, weightless, which is a little bit surprising to me. If I got all of these, it would cost me 14 drams. And a lot of that is from this guy, obviously. And the carbide. Actually, no, a lot. Well, it's a lot of it in general. It's the same amount of armor as what we currently have, so probably not worth it. The backpack goes kind of hard, but it takes a lot. Takes a lot that I can't quite cough up necessarily. Steel boots. Better armor. It's quite a bit heavier, obviously. Weird artifact could be anything. Who knows what that entails? Who the heck knows? I could get 2 of these things, whatever they are, but they're not that valuable. There's 2 of them. Croc jerky. That's all. That's kind of funny. It's fun. Musket, cracked lens. The nuggets, of course, are nice and well, that's a good point too. I guess if I did need to cough up a lot of dollars, I have quite a few of these guys. I got a silver nuggie. I got 13 of these bad boys. Suddenly we're bringing the heat. Oh, I should also say we're including this in the cell as well. We'll go for that. And that is Skulls with the raid. Thank you, buddy. That's so nice. We got to hang out with Skulls in his stream last night. It was last night. Yeah, we were playing some VR games. Dude, I'm playing a weird fucking nerdy ass shit right now, man. We were hanging out with Skulls. He was playing some For Honor. He was playing Space Marine 2. He's been playing some action-packed, badass games. What am I playing? I'm playing some nerd shit. I'm playing some fucking basement-dwelling nerd shit. And yes, I am literally in a basement. No, I'm not in my mom's basement. Come on, what do you take me for? I'm not in my mom's basement. I'm in my wife's basement. It's totally different. It's totally different, okay? Now, this game is called Caves of Cut. If you've ever heard of Dwarf Fortress, or like traditional, when you hear people talk about roguelikes, this is a traditional rogue. Real old school, some real nerd shit. It's a very fun game, though. It's very fun. We're attempting diplomacy. I'm trying to like sell some shit to this guy, and buy. He's got some stuff I'm kind of eyeing, some expensive stuff. I'm kind of being like, ooh, I want that shit. So I'm considering some purchases. But thank you though to Skulls, very generous with that raid, and thank you, buddy. And how we doing? We're doing good. We're doing good. You guys were playing some more Space Marine, of course. Same thing as last time. Whenever somebody raids, you know the deal, man. Whenever somebody raids, I'm always excited to ask you if you have any clips to share, because you know I love getting to see what you've been up to. The clips you shared last time were hilarious and incredible. So if there's anything you want to share, I would love to show it. We're playing, like I said, some Caves of Hell. We do lots of variety stuff here. But yeah, more often than not, we tend to play. I enjoy weird shit. I'm a very much a weird shit kind of dude. I'm a weird shit enjoyer. What can I say? For those who have heard of this game, if you play this game, we're playing as a melee fella that dual wields, but not so much cudgels and hammers and that kind of thing. More axes and swords. None of this really interests me too much. I was thinking maybe the steel boots, but they're really heavy. So I'm not sure if it's worth it. Not sure if it's quite worth it. And again, I keep looking at, like, I mean, look at that backpack. That thing would be so nice. It'd be so nice. It would occupy the back slot. Our guy does have wings, so maybe that's not worth it necessarily. But yeah, I mean, if I coughed up all of this shit, we could get pretty close. So we're only losing a decent bit of water. But I don't know. I'm not sure if it's quite to that level. That's like the kind of thing where if you see something that is just amazing, just can't live without, then we go for it. What I might do is maybe go for this weird artifact. Maybe go for that weird artifact. What did our guy have had that I was looking at? He had a couple artifacts, maybe. Maybe a couple artifacts. Does my wife make you Hot Pockets, though? Only if I've been on my best behavior, Twisted. Actually, all jokes aside, no, we made a really good lamb stew earlier tonight. We went to the grocery store, got some lamb meat, got some taters, got some onions, some carrots, made a really banging lamb stew earlier, and we've got leftovers for days, which is good because we're doing a medium depth kitchen renovation starting in like 2 weeks, which means we're gonna be without a kitchen for like, you know, like a month or two at least. So we're like stocking up on things. Well, maybe not stocking up because obviously that's not gonna last for a month. But like we're trying to like get ready. We're trying to prepare for being without a functioning kitchen for a while because that's gonna be a big one. Gonna be a big one. I should have taken pictures, honestly. Should have taken pictures because it looked pretty sweet, and it tasted sweet. It tasted amazing. I'm very lucky. My wife's a really good cook. She's a really good cook. So I'm sitting pretty. If you ever wonder why I've got a smile on my face, it is frequently because of my wife doing some really cool shit. Some cool, badass shit. But anyway, yeah, thinking about the steel boots, again, I like the defense. Not a big fan of how heavy they are, but the better defense is nice. I'm a little bit sad about, like, constantly losing benefits to dodge ability. That makes me a little bit sad. But that's probably, like, the nicest thing I could go for. Or maybe just one of these. Could I say just give me one? Just give me one of these weird artifact things. No, never mind. It's 9. I see it now. It's 95 per. Yeah, I see now. I thought it was 95 for 2 of them. So yeah, that would still be decent though. And this is just a nice opportunity to kind of offload a bunch of our stuff because we're lugging around a lot of heavy stuff. This is a good opportunity to just kind of offload a bunch of that shit. $55 of Domino's food. You probably got quite a bit though, right? I mean, you say that's like excessive, but I'm over here like that's being efficient. That's being cost efficient, man. You end up with like you probably got like 2 pizzas, probably like some wings or like some bread or something like that, some breadsticks. You probably made out like a bandit, man. People shit on Domino's as being like low quality. Low this, low that. I'm over here like, bro, that's just being efficient. I would say out of all the pizza chains, I'm a Domino's guy, and controversial opinion, I'm a Little Caesars guy. We stand Little Caesars here. Is it not good quality? Yes, but that's not the point. All about that quantity. All about that quantity life with Little Caesars, which you really can't, you know, you can't go wrong with that at least. So yeah, I love the fact you can get like a $5 or $6 for a 1-topping medium pizza. You can't beat that shit anywhere else. Never ate Domino's. That's right. Yeah, that's right. I know you worked there for a bit there, Will, for sure. Now, I would say Domino's is my go-to for like the chains. Of course, I got mom and pop shops near me. If push comes to shove, I'm going to the mom and pop shops, obviously. But yeah, I love me some just the normal, just the chill, cheap stuff. I'm no snob, man. Give me that cheap shit any day of the week. Any day of the week, I am down. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe what I should do... Steel boots. We could probably find those anywhere. Weird artifact, though. Who knows what this could be? I'm going to get one of these. And if I like it, I'll buy the other one. How's that sound? If I like it, I'll full commit to the other one. And I don't want more water, so I'm going to keep a couple of things. I'm gonna take backseats on a couple of things to so that I'm still getting rid of some water. So something like this. That way. Actually, no. I need to go down even further. Oh, easy one to offload these guys. That way, I'm still yielding. I have a lot of extra water, and water is quite heavy. So trade complete. There we go. So again, this is Caves of Cud. This is one of those kinds of like tile-based games. If you've seen Dwarf Fortress, this is more. I guess Dwarf Fortress isn't maybe the best parallel, but it's if you've ever heard of Dwarf Fortress Adventure Mode, this is like Dwarf Fortress Adventure Mode, where typically in Dwarf Fortress you're controlling a like you're managing a colony, a fortress, if you will, full of dwarfs. My guy's getting thirsty, by the way. You're controlling a fortress full of dwarves. You're quenched. I'll do one more drink. And you're more of like an administrator or an overseer, you know, managing the colony. But there's the adventure mode where you control a single dwarf, a single adventurer going on an adventure. This game is like that. You're controlling a single guy. You're going on adventures. You're learning about the world. You are learning about like, you're getting side quests. You're learning about lore, about the historical significance of certain artifacts and certain holy sites. It's a good game. It's a very good game. And to hydrate, anything for you, Skulls. In fact, everyone else, close your eyes. Only Skulls can watch me do this, okay? Skulls, this is for you, buddy. Delicious. Delicious. Thespio says, whiny dwarves need water, man. Good to see it, Thespio. Yeah, the cheesy bread. The cheesy bread is goated for sure. I haven't had it in a long time, but I have fond memories for sure. Fond memories. Is there anything I want to go back and store? Oh, I do want to explore this artifact. So let me tell you about how stupid and nerdy this game is, all right? Here's the kind of shit you do in this nerdy-ass game. So we have a metal folding chair. It was a rare artifact. We found a metal folding chair. You can sit on it. When you sit on a chair, you gain the status of sitting down. And when you sit down on a metal folding chair, you heal faster and you examine and disassemble artifacts with a greater success rate. And because I'm trying to examine this artifact, I want to make sure that I do all that I can to increase the likelihood of a success. So, I'm sitting down, I'm being smart, let's examine it, and we get an EMP grenade. That is useful. That is nice. That is nice. If I wanted another one, we have the means to buy a second one. Hang on to one for now, at least. But we saw earlier there was the data disk that would, I guess, teach us the... What's it called? The blueprint, I guess. To generate those ourselves. To craft them ourselves, rather. Because this guy has some of that stuff. He's got that thing right there, which is kind of cool. So, if nothing else, we could pony up even more cash and learn how to make these things. It just takes Tinker 1. And I think the idea, since it says CD there, I think the idea is that it just takes C and D tinkering bits. And we have lots of those. So if we were ever in a situation where we would benefit from potentially stunning robots, even though it is tier 1, which probably means it wouldn't affect anything super scary, it's still kind of neat. So something to keep in mind as we experience fighting those kinds of scary fellas, those kinds of scary robots, seeing how effective a tier 1 would be against certain scary robots and that kind of thing. That's with the zigzag. Yeah, well, it doesn't tell us like how bad it is or how effective it would be. We'll have to figure that out just ourselves by playing the game. That is kind of neat. That is kind of neat. So, we'll go back over here. There's a basket I've been using for storing things. So, is there anything I want to store in here? For future reference. We opened up a lot of carrying capacity for our guy, which is very good. We were getting very bogged down We still have a lot of extra water. We have other cooking reagents that are maybe a little bit excessive, but that's okay. Anything heavy or unnecessary that I want to store for now. We're going to hang on to this guy. That weapon is very good when it's charged up. Keep the grenades for now. They're pretty light. Keep the chem cells. The going fast moccasins are still nice. I think what I'm going to do, though, I keep kind of revisiting this, and I think I'm going to stick with this. I am going to disassemble my night vision goggles because we don't need them anymore. We have this as a light source. We don't need the night vision goggles. This is an unpowered artifact. This gives us all that we need. So I'm going to say, night vision goggles, you were great for a hot minute, but your services are no longer required. Same thing, though. I'm going to sit down. Actually, hold on. If I sit down on this guy, on the floor cushion, does that give me the sitting down effect? Show effects. It does not. The metal folding chairs are magic. Metal folding chairs are special. Oh, speaking of the goddamn devil, I just walked off without my chair like an idiot. I'm just gonna sit back on my chair then. Walk over that dead guy. Walk over that bloody corpse of a dead guy. Sit back in my chair. I need to pick this up next time. So I have the effect sitting on a metal folding chair. My brain feels enormous just by sitting on this chair. I feel so fucking smart. Bitches can't handle how capable I feel right now. I'm fucking popping off right here. So we're keeping that guy, obviously. I might just go ahead and disassemble this one too because it's rusted. It costs more to repair it than it does to for it to be like worthy in battle. So I'm just gonna go ahead. I could just detonate. Just fucking get it. No, I'm not gonna detonate it, but I will disassemble it. Give me a tinkering bit. Thank you very much. We have another fungicide grenade anyway, so it's fine. Nothing of value is lost. All right, this guy. Disassemble. We got tinkering bit 3, which is the most valuable out of all those. I was hoping for more, but if I had to pick just one of those to get, it was our first 3-bit ever. We got lots of A, B, C, and D. We're good on those. The numbered ones are much more rare. As you can imagine, the further up in the numbers you get, the more rare the bits become to find in the wild. So, and that's the thing too. It's like you find a valuable thing, a valuable gadget. You go, oh shit, I could sell this. But then you go, well, fuck, man. I also could get like some tools, some utility by hanging on to it and disassembling it. So that's like the trade-off. You find something amazing. Do I sell it or try to barter for it? Or do I use it for crafting purposes? And it's kind of up to you to determine what is the, you know, what is more valuable to you in a given moment. So anyway, our guy has a lot more carrying capacity now to him, which is helpful. And we have been en route. My guy's getting hungry, by the way. And we are tumescent. Here, my guy's getting hungry. I'm gonna go out into the wild for just a brief moment. So I can make camp. Boop. Cook myself a meal, because my guy's getting hungry. I'm going to cook. And I'm going to preserve some fresh foods. We have some boar meat. I'm gonna choose some ingredients. Let's do something else weird. Let's do... I see what Starble Jam does. I can't on this menu, which is a little bit annoying. This does regeneration healing. Okay. These do max HP because it's meat. All meat does that kind of thing. Acid is for just acid-based effects. Not sure what acid-based effect means, but it's there. Cider is good for quickness, I think. Quickness-based effects. Salty sap is for taste. Regular sap is for... we don't know. Doesn't tell me. Honey is for disease prevention. Sugary salt, I think also for taste. Yeah, so a lot of these are just kind of so-so. So I'm just gonna say, let's cook something. I mean, we could choose a recipe. We have a number of things we already know about. Better thirsting rate, natural healing... Max HP. I mean, max HP is always a solid choice. Let's go for Big Spanky's dried soup over wafers. How's that sound? I could really go for a generous heaping. A generous serving of Big Spanky's dried soup over wafers. Maybe those vine wafer sheafs, those bear jerkies. Do I have bear jerky? I guess I do. You eat the meal. Better max HP. I thirsted half the rate. Yo. No being thirsty tonight, boys and girls. No thirsty Thursdays here. Thirsty Saturday or Sundays, I guess. So anyway, we've been slowly twerking towards the Grit Gate. There's also the garrisons of the Dulitum. We have a quest to go there as a side quest, that is. We could just warp there, though, is the thing. We could skip all that shit. That is the Rusted Archway. I don't think we have any reason to go there. We have a kitty cat. Hi, Shayna. Thanks, Shayna. Shayna, we were in your library earlier. It's spelled differently, but we were in the... It's either Shayna Library or the Shana Library, but spelled very similarly. We were in your library, Shayna. Isn't that exciting? So, I mean, I enjoy just the intrinsic joy of exploration, even though it's might be kind of a waste of time. It'd be quicker for us to just teleport directly to that place, because we have the means to do so. But I'm feeling... Ooh, do I want to explore some ruins? Sure. The thrill of the exploration. Iron posterior Termish. Tell me about your cold metal posterior, please. Tell me all about your cold, glimmering posterior. Salamander, although he is a red, although the text is red and scary, he's actually chill. He's neutral. In fact, he's docile, so he's gonna be vibing. He's just vibing. He's just chilling. Uh-oh. What is a Quillipede? Aggressive stance, average combat, Kiliad chitter totters, bug crawl, the S-shaped life thing across the ground. What? Look at that writing. That goddamn writing. Are you kidding me? Chitin discs sharpened to quill points and tufts along its back. It says it's an average fight. Now, we've had instances in the past where a average fight is actually a little bit scary. Also, our guy's hungry again. Ain't that some shit? Well, he is here. I ding off of him. He hits me for 4 damage. So I failed to penetrate with 2 hits, and I missed with a third. And then I hit him for 2, and he hits me for 3. I hit him for 3, hits me for 2. It's not great. Not great what's happening right now. Getting my booty kicked a little bit. He is fine. We can always run away. Uh-oh. Oh, he critted me for 10, and blood is everywhere. No, I critted him. Or did we crit each other? You critically hit. Okay, we critted each other. He crits me twice for 10 damage. And then I crit him for 3 damage. No. Yeah, 3 damage. And then another 3. So he's bloody, but only he's cleaved and he's fine. Don't love that. I don't love that for us. I don't think I'm allowed... Wait, am I allowed to exit the square? I think I'm allowed to exit the square on foot. Man, some average fight. Some average fight. You kidding me? You kidding me on that shit? Yeah, it's a little scary. By the way, this game is a permadeath kind of game. If my guy dies, that's GG's. Oh, that is actually helpful, Karma, because yeah, there are times where it does get a little bit confuzzling for me. That'd be under options. Disable floor texture. No, I'm assuming it's yeah, separator. There we go. At the end of each round, that is helpful. Sometimes it is easy to like get mixed up on what is happening when and where and how. We do have some healing, obviously, and of course I could always run away and let the heal over time happen. Hit him again. There we go. Turn start. That's kind of nice. He didn't do shit that time. He missed. He did 2 damage. I did 9 damage. You hit for 9 damage. That's a little bit juicier. He's injured now. Now he's on the ropes. He hits me for 6 damage. So he's flinging his shit at me. I missed with all 3 attacks. Health is below 40. Blood is everywhere. So I'm at 18. He's badly wounded. And he is dead. There we go. We pushed it a little bit to the edge there, but we fucking got there. 325 experience. That's a worthy fight. That's a worthy fight for our kind of guy here. So we got bloodied pretty good there. The nice thing though is you can rest. So we did exactly that. Everything's Gucci in the coochie. Yuki, of course, dropped nothing, but that was a scary fight. Those guys are not to be trifled with. I'll make a camp so I can make myself a little something something. Let's cook ourselves. We could, you know, DIY something. But let's choose ingredients. Oh, no. Let's just choose a recipe, rather. Quickness. I could get down for the quickness. Yeah, that sounds nice. Cook that shit. 5 quickness and 11 max XP. We'll take it. Yeah. Yeah, it can be a little bit tricky, yeah. So it is nice that it says, like, here's like a little turn start thing. That is nifty. Splitting effect might appear. Right. So it's not always clear what's going down. So that was our very first combat in this zone. Who knows? It's going to be like, what if we have to fight 2 of those things? So I need to be ready to run the fuck away at a moment's notice. Or teleport away, which we have the means to do so. Or deliver a delicious pizza ball. We have that too. So it never hurts to be aware of our surroundings and aware of what potentially is coming. Is this a whirligig? It's a bizarre contraption. I will attempt to examine this thing. So long as there's nothing scary nearby. Just a cute little salamander who's just chilling. I'm going to sit my ass down on my favorite folding chair. And then I'm going to examine this thing. It is a fusion power station. Cool. Wiring enabling to function as part of a power grid. I mean, that's cool. It didn't really... I gained nothing by doing that examination, but I also didn't, you know, completely... I gained nothing, but I gained the knowledge that you can succeed at identifying a fusion device when you were sitting on a desk. I'm gonna get the desk that I'm sitting on and fall my ass over. 'Cause that's how that works. And now I know if I'm trying to attempt a roll like that, and I am sitting down on a chair, then we know what's up. Medium boulder, delicious. What is this? Another bizarre contraption. You already know what it is. Favorite folding chair. It's your time to shine. Your time to shine, rather. Attack it. No, let's just examine. Force projector. All right, this is a little bit more interesting. See a force fluid churns in turbulence. Pulverized into solid matter. Projected on a space as a field. Cool. Actually, I guess in all fairness, I didn't consider this earlier. Can I activate this thing? You can deactivate it, which would, I guess, power down things in the facility. Which could be good, it could be horrible. Could be disastrous. I think I can... Oh, hold on, what's that? Bizarre contraption. Well, it's not launching shit at me, so it's probably fine. This is probably the same thing. Fusion power station, yep. Yep. There's that. Oh no, I'm sorry, Meerkat. Yeah, that's a sign. Yeah, that's a sign. Not a bad point. Not a bad point, Meerkat. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thank you for the ridiculous but very fun redemptions. Good getting chill with you. As always. Examine. Solar panel station. Cool. It is somewhat slow with the flywheel. That's fine. Not all flywheels have to be fast. It's not about speed. It's not about... Ouch. It's not about efficiency. A rifle turret. Got an Issachar rifle. How often does it shoot? Doesn't always land. I could shoot at it. Oh, 9 damage. Ouch. This is a questionable choice, but it will oftentimes fail to penetrate. 6 damage. Ouch. Oh! 14 damage. Good lord. That's a little scary. That's a little scary. Now that I'm in melee range, I mean, we could always just use a healing salve. I seem to recall these things are usually not very strong. This is mine, yeah. I mean, we do have an EMP. It's tier 1, though. Toolkit. Yeah. 14 damage, man. That was spicy. And I don't think I can deactivate it. I think if I try to deactivate it, it will just be like, you can't. It'll just be like, you can't. So I'm gonna attack it. And it dies, yeah. So that's usually how it goes. Not always, but frequently how it goes. Microchip. Oof. Much like the previous thing, that fight kicked the shit out of me. I'm gonna go over here, just back out for a bit. Boop. Heal up for a bit, and a Snapjaw. Of course, a Snapjaw. I think the Salamander killed him anyway. I think the idea is if you... Ooh, a jewel-encrusted club, oh boy. It might not even be worth it. I mean, I'll grab it, but it's probably not valuable. We've learned that a jewel-encrusted Garbo thing is still worth Garbo. It's like a multiplier. So if it's worth like $0.001, then it's, you know, you multiply 0.0001 times 100, it's still Garbo. But yeah, what I might be more inclined to do is to attempt, in situations that are less dire, I'd be more inclined to attempt Rebuke Robot, which can try to like force the robot to follow your commands, or I could try that deactivate option. But I've never had deactivate work, and Rebuke I never roll high enough because it's, I think, ego based, and our guy's ego is one of his worst stats. Yeah, level and ego based. Now my level is decent, I think, but also, yeah, also not the bestest. There's nothing down there. There's Snapjaws about wielding, what was it, gem-encrusted clubs. Something is dead over there. A worn burn noose. Burn noose, that's interesting. There's those weird worm fellas. There's not giant, but scary rifle turrets that deal like 15 kinds of damage. That rifle they're wielding is scary. This is different from the rub we saw earlier. I was wondering if it was something different. There's a statue's finger, the gnomon of a sundial, and a parcel of circuit board. The circuit board would actually be nice. Alright, what if I, like, break it? If I break it, will it, like, give me some cool shit? If I break it, will it give me some nice things? I don't like be here forever. Okay, we might be here forever. Let's continue fighting stuff. I don't want something sneaking up on me while I'm fucking around with this thing. While I'm humping this thing into submission. This guy, he's harmless. Nice little chat. Let's trade. Nothing to trade. Oh, okay. Best of luck to you. What is this? Another bizarre contraption. Two-handed iron longsword. That's cool. It's kind of heavy. We have the capacity for it. A worn burn noose. Goat wool. It's probably not very valuable. I don't think I'm gonna bother with it. Yeah. We know that those kinds of things don't sell for very much, typically. Before I examine that guy, I can explore... Oh, what's this? Snapjaw Brute. It's an easy fight. He has a leather whip. So normally this would be like an elevated Snapjaw fight, but they're still real easy. He gives us 2 experience. Ain't nothing but a thing. Gives me a leather whip, which is fairly valuable. Leather armor is not very exciting. Very heavy and not really worth hanging on to for its for the value it provides. So let's go ahead and examine. It is a broadcast power station, so something is being broadcast. Well, maybe not actively, but something. There's technology here that allows for broadcasting, but these are ruins, so it's probably not actively doing stuff now, at least. Wired Fulcrete, so, which is, I guess, the idea is has electrical wiring. It's damaged though, right? Because it's ruined, right? Ruins, etc. So if we wanted to, we could maybe dig through the walls and try to get artifacts. I might try that in a moment, but I will only do so after we've cleared this area. Make sure there's no monsters around here, because we've already had some tough encounters. There could be plenty more where that came from. Is that a water basin up top, actually? Could be. Another Snapjaw. Kill him in 1 hit. Bronze battle axe. I sleep. We've seen plenty of those. Snapjaw. It's kind of weird to see Snapjaw as such a low-level encounter along some fairly scary things like those turrets and those worm creatures. Worm-like creatures. This is a kiln. Don't have to examine it. We know exactly what this is. Or it is broken. If it's broken, I could attempt to repair it. It would take 1D I've got 15 of them. I don't really think there's much benefit. I mean, I guess if we knew how to craft things in a kiln, but I don't know if I really do. Anything else? Maybe more this way. Maybe more that way. I'll take a little gander. A goose and a gander. Oh, never mind. That's the edge of the... Okay, so that is it for this series of ruins. Well, maybe not. I mean, maybe... I mean, it looks like it kind of continues to the north. But it does go off that screen. But it does also mean that we're probably in a situation now where I can safely chip away at these things. It's the one we were attacking earlier. Still fine. My guy's getting thirsty, though. Take a drink. And probably out of this one, specifically. So now we're just thirsty. Now we're quenched, and then one more. I don't really know what this word means. I could probably look it up, but tumescent? I guess it means, like, really good. Like, really, really good. This thing is still fine. Yeah, I think attacking rubble is not worth it, because we would have taken a wall down by now. So the rubble's probably nothing, but the wired fulcrete. I'm curious about this. Actually, I don't think I'm doing any damage. 0 damage at all. I think fulcrete's just too powerful. Swollen with fluid. So maybe that's a bit much. It does say it's badly damaged. But I'm not doing any damage. Look at that. No numbers. Oh, wait, well... Okay, there's a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay, there we go. Oh, but I broke something. I broke something else. Okay, maybe not. Yeah, so it didn't give me anything else. I was thinking maybe there'd be, like, wired stuff. What's up, Master Commander? Yeah, pickaxe would be nice. It'd make that a lot faster for sure. Otherwise, we're gonna be here all night. I would lose my metabolizing benefit. My metabolizing boon. Dare I activate or deactivate some of these things we found? So we found a... over here. I could deactivate that. It's going nearly full speed, which is cool. I could deactivate this. There was something I saw. One of the first things we found. Was it this guy over here? This thing sounds interesting. Oh, the capacitor is drained. I'd have to like charge it up. And it would take a single A bit. I don't know. I read the description. Sea of force fluid churns in turbulence, pulverized into solid matter by the dynamo, projected into space as a field. I'm worried, like, if I activate this thing, it'll project something onto the square I'm standing and fucking turn me into a fine powder. And pulverize me into a fine mist. So I'm thinking maybe I shouldn't fuck with it. Okay, so yeah, so drinking too much water doesn't necessarily do a bad thing, but I probably shouldn't overindulge. So we're still in a canyon. There's doggos. Fighting some salamanders. You know how it is. The usual. Doggos do be fighting salamanders. That is what they do. So we probably don't have much else to gain by exploring here. I think we've seen the ruins. All they have to offer. It was kind of neat. It was kind of neat, but it was also limited in its scope. A single square, no like additional layers to explore. So I'm gonna go back up and continue towards this cool little place. We swell with inspiration to cook a mouth-watering meal. Man, I'm swelling so big and swollen like. Alex, just stick your penis in the device. What's the worst that could happen? Are we a Trukin or a mutant? We are indeed a Trukin. We are a Syzygyrior. Syzygyrior, I believe is how you pronounce it. And that's the build we've gotten right now. And yeah, we have a couple of nice things. We're level 10, so we're doing all right. Yo, what's up? Infinite Mess over on YouTube says the random ruins can be disappointing. Yeah, I mean, we found some cool stuff. What we really found was some really hard encounters. We found some really, really hard encounters that there was a rifle turret that did like 40 damage to us before we could approach him with melee. It was a little scary. They weren't even crits. He just did like 15 damage to us in a single hit a couple times. It was terrifying. And then we also fought some kind of, what was it? I didn't see what it, I don't remember what it was, but some kind of chitin launching worm thing that was an average fight, but took us down quite a bit health-wise as well. Horned Chameleon, that was that was the first thing that killed us in our very first run in the game. So I have a bone to pick with Horned Chameleons. It was an average fight, I think, when we were level 1, obviously, and it still says average when we were level 10, so that goes to show that they are anything but harmless. They're scary fellas. What kinds of trees are these? These are witchwood. Actually, that can give us the good stuff. We have auto harvesting on, don't we? We do. We do. Yeah, rifle turrets are scary. 6 AV. What is my AV right now? 7. That's pretty good. Pretty good. So that's probably what helped me. Not just get fucking decapitated by a wayward rifle shot. And I was thinking earlier about getting those. What do we have right now? Yeah, the Crocosins. I was thinking about getting those heavy like iron boots, which weigh like 20 pounds and have a -3 to dodge, but a armor of 2. I was like, oh, more armor wouldn't be a bad idea, but yeah, we got some witchwood bark. But I was a little bit hesitant to fully commit. Another 2-headed boar. We fought these things plenty of times. And as the blood gets all over the maybe not flowers, but the plants we're fighting amongst. And he dies, and we get some boar meats. Very good. I'll keep kind of... Oh, what's this? A honey skunk? Okay, he's chill. Honey skunk. I'm guessing he makes the stank, but also makes the honey. Wait, is it a honey badger? It's a honey badger, but in skunk form. Average can be misleading. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I remember Karma warned us. Karma was like, listen, Alex, the game it's an approximation that has a very wide range. So average is to be taken with a grain of salt. All the more reason to be concerned when you see a tough enemy. If an enemy is tough, treat it with concern. She's become a furry world unto herself. A furry world, you say? There's a certain corner of the internet that would be very excited about this sentence. The sweet, sickening honey mist about her is the atmosphere. So she'll leave us alone. The bats leave us alone too. What are you fighting? Fighting something. Fighting the bats, maybe. Yeah, they're fighting the bats. Weird thing to pick a fight with, but whatever. Oh, what is this? A La Bloom. Is that a Pokemon? When something touches the floor, it lashes up in a dreamful rage. I probably shouldn't walk over it, but I will harvest him. La Petals. Cool. What is you? A forager. He is hostile, but easy. Yeah, creatures. Well, if they say neutral, I assume that means I can, like, leave them alone. I assume that means I can leave them alone. Crit him in and kill him in one hit. Yeah, I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I assume that they won't attack me first. And that if I were to attack them, it would not go well for me. Like, I assume neutral means they won't, like, go out of the way to start a fight with you. Although, if something else aggroes them, they can go into a rage, like we saw with the glow pads. Or not glow pads, the glow fishes, I think. Because, yeah, those guys went crazy and were attacking us left and right. Why is there just a random grenade? Just a trap. No. Although I did rifle through some trash just now. Defoliant. Random trash. We found a fractured microchip. Don't mind if I diddly do. Bent metal sheet. Yes, please. And a kitty cat. And a campfire. And a weird artifact. Oh, my. It's 1 pound. Stun grenade. Cool. I'll take it. We'll take it, baby. Excessive tongues. How dare they? Can be indiscriminate when fighting other creatures, even when neutral. So if I see a neutral thing and it sounds scary, Give it a wide berth just to be safe. Sounds like the lesson to be learned here. If you see a creature and it says neutral, but like, questionable. Phosphorescent, but it says docile. If it says docile, then I know we're chill. It says docile, I know we're chill. Hi, kitty cat. I chat with the kitty cat. Let's trade. Nothing to trade. I pet the kitty cat. Shy away. I attempt to pet the kitty cat again. Okay, well, I tried. Kitty cat, can you tell where I am? I'm a little bit lost. I guess that's the thing. Docile versus aggressive is like a really good bellwether. But yeah, if it doesn't specify, then it's neutral, so don't always assume nice or harmless. Other cap? Sure. Sure, I suppose. Action microchip. Burnt capacitor. We're getting real lucky. Real lucky. That's that streamer luck. Streamer luck is procking a whole bunch. My guy's hungry again. Oh, we got a campfire right here. Let's choose ingredients. Law petals are now dry law petals. Got some boar jerky. So what do I have right now? I want to make a new recipe. Cider and worm jerky. Not warm. Warm jerky. I'll have to warm up my jerky. Let's do, choose ingredients. Actually, hold on. What are the law petals for? This could be an opportunity. Fear-based effects. Maybe I don't want to cook with those. Maybe I want to just sell those. I think if there was anything like really wild, I could cook with something weird to make since my guy is inspired for cooking. Legendary creatures who can perform the water ritual. Oh, that's cool. Cats are not friendly, but they're docile, so they're chill. Here's for it's for others. Oh, in that case, we should try something then. So let's choose ingredients. So yeah, in that case, let's try the dried law petals, and we'll do some boar jerky. I've got lots more boar to cook with. Let's try that. So we got some law petals, a page from a book, across Magrayi, Volume 2, Ethan Reach, and a berry. Eat the meal, and we turn it into a mouthwatering dish, but we get to choose. Ooh, wow, that's cool. Wow, that's amazing. And not like an out-of-game hour, like an in-game hour. I don't know how many turns that would be. Not very long. That's pretty amazing. Very specific, but pretty amazing. 2MA. What is MA? These law petals are pretty impressive. This as a, like, I shit my pants and I scare those around me. That's basically what happens. When you get to low HP, your body excretes something that is like a panic pheromone, aka I shit my pants, and the smell dissuades those from getting close to me. A page from... That's right, some paper in my soup. Oh, that's cool, shock value. It's good to see you, by the way, buddy. Telling ChatGPT still counts. Still counts. Oh, mental armor. Okay, that is nice. But we're probably not going to have that anytime soon. Yeah. It sounds amazing. Big Spanky's flowery meat latkes. Latkes amazing! Oh my god, I love latkes. Hell yeah. I have a good Jewish friend who makes some really mean latkes that are very, very good. Very, very tasty. Alright, well that was a random but very bountiful find. Is there any other trash I can rummage through? Probably not on this side. Let's keep exploring over here. What did I just pass by? What is going on over here? Corrosive gas? Did somebody shit their pants again? Nimbus of vaporized acid. Sinking through its soft edges. Okay, well, whatever's going on there... There's a dog. What the dog doing? What's up, Black Magics? Yeah, psychic attack. Exactly. I mean, watch me eat these words, but we probably aren't going to be having that anytime soon. Probably, he says tentatively. with pant-shittingly scared. Yeah, I don't know what farted that out, but something farted something. Oh, that one's ready for harvesting. Boop. What the hell is this? An unfinished sculpture. Transformation is arrested through indecision or neglect, it says. Whole bunch of trash, garbage. This is probably empty. There's nothing. I look at it. Do I get anything from looking at it? Nope, it's just there. So some tortured artist has been working on this thing. At a workbench. It's got more dried law petals, yes. Wooden arrow, yes. Spine fruit. Spine fruit. That's what I've always wanted. A single serving of spine fruit. Spiny, not like fucking vertebrae. Ah, yes, some nice crunchy vertebrae to put into my fruit jam. Who wants a good fucking spinal fluid? Who wants a good spinal tap and butter and peanut butter sandwich? Tiny pulp lace has been in the fruity aether. Damage reflection. Cool. Also, I did not know there was damage reflection in this game. I'm not surprised. But I did not know that. We got some salt in that guy. Shit is wilding. What amps to you? A bizarre contraption that I will attempt to identify. Get a little sit. Take a little seat on my favorite folding chair that's made out of metal. Sit and then take a little examination station. It is a electrodicus, an electrodicus, an electrodick. Us. It's good for learning. That's awesome, man. That sounds nice, man. That sounds really cool, Shack Value. That sounds really nice. Really helpful for Discord bottery shenanigans. That sounds nice. Good to see you, Black Magics. Latka these nuts. Delicious. Plumbing enabling... Wait, it contains plumbing enabling it to function as part of a hydraulic transmission system. Can I take a piss on it? Is that what you're getting at? I can piss on this thing? Okay. Well, that's neat. I can't do much with it, but it's cool. Oh, let's get my chair back. It's my emotional comfort chair. I can't leave without it. I can't function without my emotional comfort chair. I will simply cease to exist. Can't have that. I'm going out of my way to like walk over these trees because they... Oh, croc. Literal croc, but it's an easy fight. Yeah, walking over these trees because there's a chance that I'll be able to extract the meat. I got some raw croc meat. Nice. There's a chance you can harvest some witchwood petals or witchwood leaves, which is good for healing. But the ones that are like red and have like some kind of different aesthetic about them, those are absolutely guaranteed to be harvestable. But sometimes I think you can get lucky and get some other witchwood. A motherfucking bear? In this day and age, I've hit him once. What was that? There was something. Oh, your slime-stained engraved plastifier bonnet was cracked, which is the helmet I'm wearing. So he cracked my helmet, which is very not gamer of him. So because he crit me for 3 damage, we put blood everywhere. The trees, the floor in front of him. Can we have a nice chat? Can we attempt diplomacy? No diplomacy here. Now he's dead. He did not leave behind a corpse, so I cannot get bear meat from him. I'm sad about it. I'm also miffed that he broke my helmet temporarily. It'll eventually repair itself for some reason. I feel like I should not touch this thing. When something touches it, the floor, it lashes up in a dreamful rage. I'm not gonna touch it, but I will. I mean, I can't harvest it from a distance, so I'm not gonna walk over it because I don't have a death wish. I'm not a complete dumbass. I just play one on TV. Yeah, I was saying how there was a chance you can get extra witchwood, but it's yet to proc in a minute. What was that? A guard dog. All right, so this is a companion that is presumed disciplined and trained for things. So there, and we of course saw the camp earlier. We saw the pet kitty cat. Well, maybe not pet. Well, maybe it was pet. I don't know. We saw the kitty cat. Our dog's leaving us alone. I'll leave him alone. I don't want to pick a fight I don't need concern myself with. Makes me wonder if there's something else. Someone else. Or some whomst else. But, no, nothing. Oh, wait, what was that? Look at this. New tree. Star apple, yeah. Yeah. Cannot harvest it, though. I don't know if I've ever actually seen a star apple tree in the wild before. It's kind of nice. They're probably pretty rare, I'd guess. I mean, we've seen indications that a person has been here, but I can't find no peoples. Scout this place pretty thoroughly. I'm kind of curious. If I go back, can I talk to the dog? That dog. I've been surprised by what I've been what I have and have not been able to talk with in the past. Want to chat? Let's trade. Nothing to trade, but he at least is like willing to attempt to talk. That's kind of nice. Can I pet the dog? All right, this is a questionable choice. You pet the guard dog. The guard dog barks. All right. I mean, it could have been awful. It could have been nothing. It was nothing. Can I take a drink of my salt? No, that would be horrible. Can you imagine? That'd be fucking terrible. Take a drink. Bloop. Refreshing. Now we're just thirsty. And now we are quenched. That's as far as we want to go. Have a good night, Ogasso. It is almost 2 a.m. I'm probably gonna have to wrap up pretty soon here. Oh, but we're lost though. I can't just hop out like it's easy peasy. We have more to explore. The harvestable witchwood bark tree right now. Those are great for healing. What is this? A Naphtali Tinkerer. He is hostile. Got a wrench and some leather boots. Naphtali Tinkerer. Living in the smalls of spiral roots. It's kept warm by a layer of symbiotic moss fur. I think we fought one of these guys before. Her face is a blazing portrait of togetherness, laced, burned. Yes, I remember that description. Togetherness, laced, burned, and painted to a point. They are most likely going to be. Yep. Before I could even finish the sentence, I was going to say they're most likely a what's the word? A trivial encounter, and they were indeed quite trivial. Arrows are being launched towards us. Both of them missed. Maybe not us specifically, but something's being launched. Is that another fella? A jeer. He's an average fella. He's got a bow. I've got a bow too. Guess I never use this thing. He's shaming the feral dog with his words. Am I a semicolon? I'm a semicolon. Am I shamed? I'm shamed. Oh god, he fucking made me sad. I'm slower. I'm just awful. Just tragic. Disappointing, honestly. And then I fucking turned him to liquid. He shamed me, so I fucking deleted his ass. I don't know how long that lasts. Jesus. Kind of unnecessary, don't you think, bro? Alright, me and this dog, the two shamed individuals. Tarnished individual. No, he's dead. Fucking dead. Well, I've vanquished the foe. I've redeemed myself. And this doggo. I feel redeemed. I feel vindicated, but still, this emptiness I feel deep inside knows no bounds. Clearly, I will never mind, we're fine. We recovered. Chuck off the days. He had a club. In a club, I sleep. I sleep in the club. Okay, maybe don't sleep in the club. It's not a good idea. The kitty cat. And a Nimrod. Yeah, that's mean. Don't call him a Nimrod. He's probably an average fella. And a bear. Nimrod and a bear, and I'm hobbled. Wow, that I don't think I've had that happen to me before. But I'm not moving around anyway. We're fighting. He's fucking dead. You're a Nimrod. Yo, kitty cat, you want to help me fight this bear? Oh, now the kitty cat is splattered with blood. He cracked my bonnet again. I think it just got repaired. And he's dead. Thanks for the help, kitty cat. You fucking dingus. Sorry I covered you in blood. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to cover you in blood. Bloody Ray cat. I pet the kitty cat. shies away. I try again. Well, I tried. On a bear. These fucking Neftali lads are a bunch of dinguses. There's another one. Hobbled and bleeding. It's me for a whole 2 damage. And he's dead. Iron dagger this time. Those are worth a little bit more. Bloody club. Have you played Nimrods? I've never heard of it. It's kind of like Vampire... Oh, really? Vampire Survivor and Noita. Well, I like both of those things. I mean, I've never played Vampire Survivor, but I've played other Survivor-esque, Survivor-inspired games. This guy just fucking came out of nowhere. Oh, this guy's a special one. That's a little scary. Reputable Godhead. Ad Ramena. Reputable Godhead Ad Ramena, and I'm a little bit low on health. Well, not low on health, but I've lost some health. I might want to sprint away and heal if need be. I could try flying and swooping, but then I might crash. There's always a chance you'll crash, and that obviously has some negatives. We'll stick on the ground for now. Yeah, no, but saw it on YouTube. I've never heard of it, but that tickles my pickle. That tickles my curiosity. Greebled egg of metal and circuited glass. Finished from the chrome fund. Never heard of this. Never seen this guy before. He's a spiritual center mass for a minion of wood sprogs. So this is like... The wood sprogs are these things we've been fighting. The Neftali or woods... Excuse me, are wood sprogs. And this is a highly exalted figure of the wood sprogs. Sensory pain fused at junction points to the self-some mask of their creators / minions. Loved by the Neftali tribe and robots. Disliked by those uppity uppers for repeatedly beating them at dice. Gambling games and losing, I guess. Disliked by unshelled reptiles for releasing snakes in one of their camps. Carbide longsword and a dagger. A little scary. A little scary. These guys both have swarming, I think. Okay, well, the other one does. So I will actually target him first and just kill the shit out of him. Did he do 10 damage to me? No, he missed. I think I did. Yeah, I did 10 damage to him. And he does 3 and 8. No, I'm sorry. No, he just did 3 damage. He rolled an 8. There's a 5. He's chipping away at me. I've chipped away at him, but he's looking fine, whereas I am looking injured. And did he hobble me? I am still hobbled, which is not good, so I would have a harder time getting away. Let's do another round or 2. Oof, that was an unpleasant hit. So now it's time to turn on sprint. And use a which wood? That one. Although before I use it, let's consider where I'm moving. Going left blankly could be a disaster. So I might go diagonal up. Although going diagonal up puts him in that hit range again. Well, no matter what I do, unless I go down. You know what? We could. Let's do that. Let's just go down. Let's go down. That's probably the key here. Hostile with robots. Interesting. Robots are a pretty big faction. It is beloved by robots. It is loved by robots. So you're right. Maybe I mean, we've started this fight, but I don't have to finish it. What if I just go to fly? He can't hit me if I'm flying. He only has melee weapons. Some tough fights against robots. Yeah, that's a fair point. Especially because we're a Truekin. Our guy is the kind of guy that should be able to roll with robots, that kind of thing. So let's do that. Let's fly. Boop. And now he can't fuck with me. Now, granted, as I'm flying... Hold on. Is infected by terrain, right. There's a thing that tells me, like, you have a chance of just eating shit. Fibrous inch. Okay, that's actually not too bad. You just tried to rebuke? I didn't realize that he was rebukable. I didn't think he was a robot. I guess he is. I mean, I've never... No, the answer is no. I've yet to try to rebuke. I could, like, go away and heal and try to rebuke him and just see what happens. I mean, I know rebuking is based on ego, and my guy's got a Garbo ego, but we can try it. The worst that could happen is he'll just keep slapping me. Uh-oh. Oh, it's because he's fighting the fella. That's where those guys came from. Or that's what that came from. Salty, bloody skunk. I was wondering where the noxious fumes was coming from. He is still passing me, or keeping up with me, rather. We are flying. I think he will eventually... You've lost sight of him. We're still flying. Oh, he's got a whole crew. A whole running crew. That's a little scary. I know I can't sprint and fly at the same time. It's a robot god, yeah. Make them their leaders. So it'd be cool to get him on my side. If I can lead him into this guy. See if, like, something happens when something walks over this thing. We fought bears. We fought all these other dudes before. It's a little bit risky. I'm gonna take a witchwood bark. Sated and quenched. We're confused. Oh, but now we're knocked prone. Fuck. And I can't fly. Actually, I guess I could. Although maybe it's not a wise choice. Oof, a lot of things in melee with me, though. Still can't sprint. I guess I'm not confused, though? No, I'm confused. I was confused by how confused I was. Yeah, the question mark. There we go. Oh, right. It's because... Right. It's taking tells from other things around me. What is that? A tumbling pod. That's cool. Except it's scary and tough. They're trying to explode. In that case, I go, you know what? Nah. I'm good. I'm good. I do like how I have this gaggle of dudes following me as I'm trying to fly away. But I'm glad I got some heals back. That makes me feel a little better. I am knocked prone. The bear is trying to fuck my shit up. Bloop. Oh, I have to stand back up, I guess. Oh, or I guess it... Oh, there's a full 4-turn cooldown. I see it. I've seen these guys before. Two-headed boars. So many things happening, man. This ever-ascending note pattern. Oh, the one you're working on, Chakra, because you're a musician. Right, so... How's about this? I'm probably confident to kill these things. Man, that guy's taking a lot of hits. There we go. Big crit. I think he critted me as well. But he's out. Harvest this guy. That's very useful. The good news is I'm gonna... Well, for one thing, I'm gonna leave because that guy's gonna... Whoa, 97? No way. No way that was 97 damage against that guy. Not to me, obviously. Maybe it was 9 and 7. Jesus. Those noxious fumes don't fuck around. Oh, apparently I picked up... What did I pick up? I picked up something. Here, I can just craft a bunch of these things. Or disassemble. There we go. So, I think he's like... I guess the trees are extra vulnerable to the noxious fumes, maybe, or something. Yeah, something's crazy going on down there. 26 damage, good lord. But nothing's dying. There's no corpses forming. I don't know what those guys are doing. All I know is I don't want to fuck with whatever's happening there. That shit is scary. All the more reason to not get got by that corrosive gas, because it's doing some wild shit. But the good news, though, is my guy is healing up quite a bit. So so I'm healed up now. I'm gonna make a questionable decision. I'm gonna enter that same zone and attempt rebukage against the fella. There's another one of these guys. I killed the amoeba. There he is. Kill the bear first. Oh, the flying guys. I don't want to fuck with these guys. Sounds like they're about to... They want to explode and they're tough. That's scary. It's against large objects. Okay, that makes more sense. Because I was going to say, I'm seeing big numbers, but nothing scary is happening. I want to fight... I want to try to rebuke him and just try it, but I don't want to be in the zone of these dudes. So I'm going to fly. Apparently, everything just exploded in the whole goddamn world. And I took a little bit of a hit, but I am still flying. So they all exploded at once. 7 damage. It wasn't actually too bad. Could have been way worse if I was, like, in all that shit. It's called the Shepherd Tone. It's a shark value. Can I rebuke him from here? We have a little chat. He refuses to speak. I probably have to be in melee range, don't I? Your argument does not compute, yeah. He did move away. Ooh, lots of good stuff here. Can I pick that up, even though I'm flying? Wow. I'm surprised the answer is yes. I'm gonna guess wrenches probably aren't that all that valuable, are they? I'll grab it. Why the hell not? There's more explodey boys over there. Not sure what this is. Or like what that thing is. It's like part of a tree, maybe. They set each other up. Yeah, that is exactly what happened there. That was a chain explosion. No question. Alright, so we attempt rebukage. It did not work, nor did I expect it to. And there's probably nothing else we could attempt. So, yeah, it's probably best to just take the L. Maybe not take the L, but take the neutral option. Oops, I fell down. He's dead. Do I get some boar meat? I sure do. It bore some fruit for us, all right. Let's disassemble all of them. We are still lost, by the way. And we could attempt it again. In 90 rounds, we could. I'm guessing he probably has a pretty high rating. We do have, the data disk. Which apparently is used to, like, try to get past the scary things at the grit gate. I'm hoping I'll know how to use that when the time comes, or if something obvious will make itself known. But I don't think that would work on just anything. When it comes to, like, trying to like, you know, what's the word? Trying to, like, even not diplomacy, but just trying to parlay with, and be friends with strange creatures. Why are you glowing? You're tarred. Tarred because of asphalt. The squirrel fella. Where's that guy? Get some more witchwood. Yes, please. Some bones, I think. Tar-encrusted bones. Delicious. I think these... Yeah, they have nothing. Only when they're, like, colored with the, like, red hue do they have something to give us. What in God's name is this? A mimic? Oh, God. Impossible. Star shape of sheer, gummy tentacles shiver at the 0 point. When it senses something nearby, electric currents charges at a scale of mirror photons to replicate the image. Aggressive, it bites, and an impossible encounter. I don't think we've ever seen impossible as the descriptor for anything in this game. So needless to say, I'm gonna say, all right, Mimic, that's all cool, but I think I will choose to not engage. Reasons that are probably fairly obvious. Wow, a Mimic just hanging out here. I mean, we did find a robot god. So, if we're finding robot gods, then I suppose the rules are kind of off as far as what to expect here. There's a chromeling. Scrap metal. He's got a stun rod. Banging metal into some form of likeness. They're a point between poles on several axes, halfway between chimp and human, halfway between child and adult. Shadows under their chrome cheeks. What about their butt cheeks? Says, don't worry about it, Alex. You got this. Thank you, Black Magics. I appreciate the vote of confidence. I will attempt to fight this creature. Wait, hold on. That is assuming he's hostile. He is not. He might chill with us. He might vibe. How's it going, buddy? I go to chat. Oh yeah, he actually talks, and I'm no longer lost. That's super helpful. Helpful? Helpful. Would rebuking him, like, if it goes poorly, would it make him angry? Maybe? Maybe not. I'll just chill for a moment. Assuming that mimic didn't... Actually, here, I'm gonna walk around for a little bit, because there was something over here that caught my eye. Got some witchwood bark. There's another squirrel skunk fella. Oh, hold on. Fighting something. Oh, they're fighting a bat. That's fine. Alright, so rebuke is ready. And he wanders away disinterestedly. So it didn't say does not compute, but it's an not gonna work. Live and remain ever ruthless. Yeah. I wonder if the message does not compute, if that means like there's no chance. There's just no, like, you just cannot. You do not have a high enough stats. Whereas if it says like, he walks away uninterested, if that means you just didn't roll high enough. So maybe you could. It's not like that far outside the what is possible. There's another turret. It's a stasis mine fella. I will try to... Oh, there we go. There's one right there. There we go. We got it. And we get it. Another pool of asphalt. Someone's stanking up the joint, as always. It'd be cool if I can get that guy. Not the end of the world if I can't. I walk slowly and deliberately so I don't step on a mine if I can help it. So it won't turn them hostile. You just try to preach to them, right? Yeah, proselytizing to them. Beguiling could make them mad, though. Good to know. Yeah, beguiling. It's okay. Intermediate is result. So he was all okay. So I see what you're saying. So we rolled decently. So he was already not hostile, but now he's extra not hostile. So to that end, if we try the rebuke option on the big guy and we succeed really good, then our reward might be, yeah, that he leaves us alone. Where'd the fella go? Saw him briefly. They just kind of move about on their own. They don't really give too many shits about what the people be doing. Kind of vibe out. Yeah, who knows where that guy went. I'd like to kill him so I can get some of his robot guts for crafting purposes. Crafting dolphins? No, crafting porpoises. For the purpose of crafting things. Oh, there he is. I saw him. I saw a glimmer. My rebuke is ready, so I could try it again on the big scary guy. Oh, I'm really stuck. Damn. He's just making the rounds. There he is. Hit him. It was wise. He'd run his punk ass bitch away. Whoops. We got him. And he didn't drop anything. I was hoping he would drop like some bits or something. Some scrap. Alright, dare I try the scary thing again? I might dare. I might foolishly dare. Slimy dog corpse. I'm gonna guess I can't get dog meat. I do not get dog meat. Probably for the best. Also, slime everywhere. Fucking slime explosion. Alright, this could go horribly. Oh, that's a lot of spiky boys. Feral, he's aggressive. A lot of exploding guys. I wonder, can I just like shoot a bow at them? They're tough. They're probably hard to kill. The guy... Oh, he's down there. I believe in my ability. Oh, he's gonna fight them? Bro. Wow, he took the fight. He detonated all of them and is only lightly damaged. These things are coming out of the fucking woodwork. Approach. I rebuke you, robot. And your argument does not compute, yeah. Ever hopeful. I fly up. Zoop. Those guys are still there. Yeah, fuck that. Like how he just kind of leaves you. Well, obviously he leaves you alone because he can't reach you. Can I fly up now? Zoop. I get lost again, but now we're in a different square, so it's fine. You could shoot. Okay, so if you shoot one, they'll go ahead and pop. Well, that's at least kind of nice. I was flying that whole time, by the way. These wings are amazing, dude. I lean on these wings very, very heavily, and I have no shame. No shame at all. What I also have is a gained sense of fatigue. It is getting tired. It is getting late, and I'm getting tired. I was actually hoping to get to our next kind of major destination that I was kind of thinking, which is to say, I know we're heading towards something gate, right? The something gate, whatever it's called. Not this thing, but something over here. But there's a library, or not a library, some other shrine thing next to it that I want to hit up. But we're heading towards the grit gate. We're heading towards the grit gate. That's our main objective. Yeah, they're pretty fragile, and they'll chain explode. Because it said tough, I assumed tough meant like hard to bring down, and presuming having a lot of HP. But yeah, if it only takes a shot or two, that's not too bad. Not too bad. Yeah, little grenades, yeah. They just roll around. Are annoying. And obviously, if you get chain grenaded by a bunch of them, then you're in trouble, but yeah, their damage is now ridiculous. It's a shame. I was kind of hoping to fight that robot god guy, but like Karma said, when you... I was kind of wondering that when they said the description of beloved by robots. I was like, well, that could be a pretty common faction, but I don't know, maybe it's okay. But like Karma says, yeah, being considerate of what will you piss off by killing this unique thing is a very valid consideration to be made. Okay, so it's tough not because of them individually being tough, more just the notion of fighting against them as a whole can be scary. They can swarm you. There's usually an endless stream. That's scary. An endless stream of them. Fuck that noise. Yowza. But anyway, friends, let's go and wrap it up for the night. Alright, guys, hungry and parched. Before I save y'all, I'll go ahead and get my guy all squared away. Hungry and parched, not on my watch. Choose some drinky drinks. Now you're just plain thirsty. And now you are quenched. And then we'll make ourselves a little campy camp. There's hostiles nearby. Alright, we'll deal with that next time. We'll deal with that next time. This game is awesome. The reason I went until almost 2:30 a.m. tonight is because I was having a good time. This game sucks you in, man. This game does the good suck. ... Which is to say, it sucks you in very well. Game's great. Game is very, very fun. I'm glad I got to play it tonight.